very strange signal, Captain. Very strange.
On screen, on the main viewer.
Captain, what is on screen?
Wow. That is... What am I looking at? Talk about a strange signal. Man, look at that.
Hello, and hello, Suzanne. How are
you? Good day. Shitty day.
Wait, I just heard good day and shitty day. What?
Yeah, shitty day. Another friend got took by cancer today.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, my best bud.
Okay, yep. Yeah, you told us about him last
Oh,
week.
I can't even hear you.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sound like you were talking to me from inside the washing machine.
No, I leaned over for a second.
So what's up today?
Oh, not much. Just the usual. I had to work, and I hung out with my neighbor across the street for about an hour after work. Yeah, just a nice, easy Saturday.
How's the missus doing?
She's been more tired lately.
Oh,
We upped her. They upped her. I can't think of the name of it, but it's antidepressant, and they increased her Ativan to 1 milligram, which is like 3 to 4 times a day.
yeah, you're right.
Hello, Matt. Can you hear me okay, or am I roboting? Because I heard Suzanne robot. It says I can hear you. Okay. Must be Suzanne's internet acting up then. Because I know once in a while, my Spectrum, in the middle of the night, they decide to reset something or change wires out in the field or something. And I'll have to reset it. Yep, there she goes. Oh, Matt, you can come on up if you want. And hello to everybody out there listening. I see we got 4 people watching. That's cool. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh, welcome back, Suzanne.
What the hell? That was me that disappeared.
Yeah, I asked Matt in the chat if it was me, because sometimes my internet will do that in the middle of the night when the cable company.
I don't know if this is going to work. You sound like a robot, dude.
Oh, yep. That's your internet. That's on your end.
No, I can't even make out anything you're saying. Ugh.
Put something in the private. I put something in the private chat, Suzanne.
Not this time.
I don't know. I hear you just fine, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Suzanne's having technical issues. I think it's her internet messing up though. Using that satellite internet where she's at because that's about the only choice she has for internet. Well, what's everybody up to tonight? Did y'all have a good Saturday? I hope so.
Out.
Okay, you can hear me, right, Matt? You can hear me?
I have no problem hearing you.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
Suzanne, yeah, she says hi, Matt, but then she says she can't hear me, so I don't know.
I think she might want to go to speed test or speed check or check her speed because it sounds like her bandwidth is.
Oh yeah,
Her,
it's
it's her
speak.
speak easy or something like that.
Yeah, it's no, she wasn't too close to the microphone. It's I think it's her internet because she has
Yeah.
satellite internet and
Oh, the lag. There's a lot of lag in it. That'll happen.
oh, now she can hear me. Okay, yeah, I think it might be your internet, Suzanne. Long day.
Yeah.
She told me where that guy, her friend, she was telling us about last week. She got the phone call today. He passed away.
Oh man. Prayers to you, Suzanne. Sorry to hear about that.
Yep, absolutely.
Dang.
She's lost. I know she's lost some other friends this year too. So yeah, we're pulling for you, Suzanne.
I've lost a lot. I've lost a lot of friends within the last 4 years.
Yeah,
And I
this.
lost.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say she said it was her best friend.
I just lost 2 of my close friends within the last 6 months.
Yep, and the other one was what 2 weeks ago.
Mr. Bill, one I play music with.
Yep, Mr. Bill. Yep.
Yeah, and then he always about once a week he'll make sure he come get me and we'll go down there and play music. Cancer took him out. He didn't even know he had it until he had to have some surgery done on his back, and cancer took over his whole damn body already.
Yeah, Suzanne, I agree with you. Fuck cancer. And cancer took Suzanne's entire family and friends. Now it takes my children, she says. And hello, PvP.
Oh,
Hey, Jay. Hey, Matt.
Good.
Well, I'm as long as every day I wake up when I'm breathing, I'm happy. I go,
Hey.
I'm blessed. I got one more day on planet Earth.
Dude, I literally say the same thing. You know, it's a good day if I wake up breathing. I literally say that.
You know, I've had friends I knew I'm 60. I turned 67 this year. I had friends I had in my 20s. There's one of my best friends, Jim. He passed away like 10 plus years ago. Because he had diabetes and he didn't look after himself, right, Jay? And
you definitely gotta,
he
take
smoked
real good care.
but he smoked too much and he drank too much, and for years I lectured him, 20 years. I said, you got to quit smoking, bud, and of course he never did. And then they found him cold on his bed because he didn't show up for work on a Monday, and he didn't show up for he used to go curling with one of our good friends on Sundays, And after nobody could contact him for 2 days, they started to go,
Oh yeah, you'd start to worry. Yeah, do a
Something's
welfare
wrong.
check or something. Yeah.
Yeah, so they got the I don't know, the ambulance, whoever landlord had the keys to open the door, and he was stone cold on the bed. Probably been dead a couple of days from a heart attack. And we were really best buds. Like, he was one of the best friends I ever had. And I only got to know about it because my cousin called me on the phone about 10, 12 years ago, whenever it happened, right? And he's like, guess what? Jim's dead. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? I'm like, what the fuck did he do? Because Jim was kind of a crazy guy, and I thought maybe he did something crazy to delete himself. But no. It was just a health issue. And oh, that was really tough, man. And then, well, I probably told you about my cousin's wife that passed away like 3 months ago from her cancer.
Yes.
Uh,
Yep. You told me. Yep.
Yeah, and that's I'm still kind of working. I'm still working my way through that one. Because 61 is way too early to die.
Oh,
She was
I'm telling you, bud. My dad was 55 when he passed. So.
shit. Yeah. Well, that's a scary thing.
Hey,
I turned 67 this year, and I'm thinking, geez, I
you're
got to
you're
look over my shoulder for the Grim Reaper that's
you're
hanging out there.
PvP. You're telling me I turned 50 in February. That means I'm on a I'm on a countdown timer after I turn 50. Like, okay, am I gonna outlive Dad?
I may be joking with this. I got something for the Grand Reaper.
There you go. Suzanne says, Jay,
See how many laser shots I could shoot him in the ass with. If it was real.
Suzanne says, Jay, it took my youngest girl 2 months ago. Yeah, that I am so sorry to about that, Suzanne. That is just awful.
Well, I remember when Suzanne told us all like 2 months ago about that, and she was so upset. I'm sorry, Suzanne. I mean, I just wanted to give you your privacy because I know when I lose people, sometimes I need months and months and months to get work through it. And the last thing I want is anybody talking to me. So, I didn't Facebook you. I didn't send you any messages because I figured, you probably just want to be alone at a time like that and just work through the grief process. Because I know that's what I've done when I lose people close to me. So yeah, but I'm glad you're back. You're getting back on the community now and going in the chat and trying to get on the panel when the internet's working.
Yeah,
It hit me pretty hard when my friend died, Mr. Bill. We played music every week, played guitar and all that stuff, and when I ain't played music with him probably in 6 months, and all of a sudden, boom, he's gone.
So he just passed away recently, then, Matt?
Yeah, about he passed away on the 2nd or 3rd of this month.
Jeez. So
we
that's
have
that's like
a
3 weeks.
Tuesday night for him. All everybody that knew him that played music, we were getting together on Tuesday night to play.
I was just gonna ask you if you guys had that fundraiser for his family yet.
We're not gonna have a. It's actually on my Facebook thing. It's at the Moose Club. They're doing something for him,
Okay.
and we just all been invited to come and do it. You don't even have to be a member, but just sign the guest book. That's it. You don't even have to be a member because everybody that knew him, we want them there. I'm a member of it, so a member of the Moose Club anyway. So
Yeah, my mom and stepdad were for a while. I'm not sure if they are anymore, but I know they were for a while.
yeah, I don't know this. My membership comes up in March. I don't know if I'm going to renew it or not. I might, and I might not.
Well, you know what, Matt? I can't tell you what to do, but me personally, I'd like a place to go that, knew my friend and, understands, what you're going through and that type of stuff. And who knows, you might make another best friend out of the deal.
Who knows? There's several people that I don't have their telephone numbers down there. That the ones that knew Mr. Bill, hardly ever see them because I didn't never get to go down there much except on Tuesday. But he went that when he was able to, he'd go down there about every damn night.
Yeah, he probably lived a lot closer than you, though.
Yeah, and he had a way of going too. I don't, so
Right.
I don't know.
Well, the thing is too, it gets more difficult as you get older to meet new friends and stuff because there's that trust factor, right? Like I'm very, very cautious about who I meet and who I talk to because there's too many crazy people out there these days.
You're telling me PvP. Look at that shit I went through 2 years ago.
Well, exactly. It's like you know what? I mean, sometimes I'll have a lady ask me, why are you happy to be single and alone?
Because it's peaceful.
Well, it's like another one of my friends said, well, actually, I just went out to dinner last night with my buddy Ray and Lori, a couple of coworkers, because Ray had his birthday on Monday of this week. And we had a fabulous steak dinner with a nice baked potato. It was really, really delicious. But we got talking about it, about being single, and Ray said, you know what? The greatest thing is at the end of the week, I can just I can close my door and lock that key, and I'm at peace and I'm in solitude, and I don't have to worry about nothing going on in the world. And I thought, you got that right. You totally got that right. I just close my door, lock the door, and I don't care about nothing.
Yep. Be at peace. See, that's all guys want. We just want to be at peace. We just want a peaceful life.
I mean, if I met a fantastic woman, I would say sure, but I don't want crazy in my life. So I'm much happier being, just go. I could just lie down and go to sleep at night, and I don't have to deal with any crazy. So like I'm good. I'm good that way, right? So yeah.
I had one time and I was gonna marry her, but she ended up being a narcissist.
Oh.
Yeah, well, hey, at least you caught the signs before you did, before you signed the contract.
Oh, I'll tell you what, she, I called her somewhere, and I sit there and listen to her. She was bad mouthing me and talking bad about me behind my back.
Ooh.
And she said, when I marry him, I'm gonna take every penny that he's got.
Oh, one of them girls. Okay, yep.
Yeah, she said, I'm going to file for divorce about 6 months. See, back then I had a nice place. I had equipment, heavy equipment. I had a business and everything. And that's about the time I had my stroke.
Yeah, I remember you telling me you had that business all set up and you had your partner and all that with it. Yeah,
and what I found out, after that, she did before we got married. She did all that shit, and she said about 6 months after, she's gonna divorce me, and she's gonna hit me with $2,000 a month alimony.
Oh shit!
and she's gonna take the house, everything that I had, equipment and all, and leave me homeless. And it make me pay her $2,000 a month. She did take me to court and try to sue me.
Wow.
And while we were in court, I told the judge, I said, if she, all this stuff that she wants, she takes the equipment, takes the house, takes everything that we have, and leave me homeless.
How you supposed to pay
How the
$2,000 a month?
Right? How in the hell I'm going to be able to pay that when I don't have any equipment, anything to make money with? You're basically stabbing yourself in the foot. And
Well, it's just like
I wouldn't give her shit because what I heard, what I found out, she was going to intend to do this to me anyway.
you know the
That's
funny
why I told
thing.
the judge.
The funny thing, Matt, up here in Michigan, they have a law or it's a statute that says if you get too far behind on child support, then they're going to arrest you, and your bond is going to be the amount that you owe back. You know, your back amount. So, and if you take it to a hearing or a trial or whatever about the child support, and you lose, or even if you plead guilty to child support not paying it or whatever, they can suspend your driver's license. It's like, okay, how is that going to help the guy to get back and forth to work to earn the money to pay the child support if you suspend his
Exactly.
license?
Exactly. You know, they're defeating the damn purpose in the first place. So you gonna suspend the guy's damn license or spend whatever he's got. Then you expect him to go to work. What with what? You spend his damn driver license, he can't drive. He can't go to work.
He can't go to
You're
work.
defeating the fucking purpose.
Yup.
They're you know, I know a guy, he chewed the fucking judge out. He said, I'll get you in a contempt of court. He said, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, they're jerking up. Yep.
He said, you gonna fucking listen when I tell you, motherfucking ass, and you gonna listen to me. And he flatly told that damn judge, he said, you know what? He explained to me exactly the same way. I said, you're defeating the fucking purpose by suspending my license, and you gonna take every fucking thing I got. How in the fucking hell I'm gonna pay her in the first place?
And now you're taking my
I
license,
can't do it.
and I can't go to work to make the money to pay it.
Exactly. And he basically he told him, he said, go fuck yourself, Judge. You'll get your contempt of court. He said, get your goddamn self in contempt. You say your whole damn law system's fucked up. You don't know what's fair and what you're doing is unfair practice.
Matt, you know it was a bunch of scorned women that got that statute passed. I'm guessing you got the same thing in Alabama because you just told me that story.
It's called the Karens. It's called the Karens and the ones that what's the other ones? The ones that want the narcissists.
Oh, gold diggers.
The narcissists.
Narcissists.
Everything.
Yeah, and gold diggers. Yeah. Some gold diggers aren't big busty blondes looking for exotic cars. Some of them are plain Jane women looking for a guy. Okay, she might be kind of cute, but they're looking for a guy that's got some kind of money going for him, right? Mm-hmm. And then they get with them, and they're like, "Yeah, well, time to slip the knot on the noose and cook that goose."
Yeah, and they take for every penny they got.
Yeah.
What some of them do, you know, they be there just long enough. You know, like that picture I seen one time. The lady looked like she's a queen and all that stuff, and you turn it upside down, and she's a wicked witch hag.
The wicked bitch. Yeah, the wicked bitch of the West, right?
Yeah, the wicked hag, narcissist bitch. You know, a lot of the narcissist people now, a lot of the women, there's a few narcissist men.
Oh,
now.
Well, yeah, we already know of one of them, and I took care of his YouTube channel. Hey, how you doing?
They're oh Lord, but I tell you what, there's some of those people in the world that they think they're right all the time, and everybody else is wrong. And anything they say, you try to say something to them, they'll blame you for the problem on top of that.
Right.
You know, me, I'm not like that. I tell the person go fuck themselves. Who cares?
Right. I think that's why me and you get along so good. Welcome back,
I
PvP.
speak my mind. I speak my
Hey,
damn
thank
mind. If they don't like it, they can kiss my ass and go to hell.
You know, I have two, Matt. I got two approaches to that kind of issue. One, if they have half a brain in their head, I'm willing to debate and discuss and have a conversation with them in order to, show them how fucked up and wrong they are. Two, go ahead, Matt.
That's the problem with people these days. You can't debate.
You can't talk.
They put their fucking argue with you,
Well,
and they said they're right and you're wrong and all the whole time. But at the end of it, they're freaking wrong in the first place.
I mean, we got to go back a couple weeks to what happened to Charlie Kirk, right? It's
Exactly.
Hey, I'll tell you, I said it before, I'll say it again. I was left, I'm left leaning, but what happened to him was a tragedy. You should
That
not.
is wrong.
Yes, you should not have to worry about that happening to you just because you're using your First Amendment right and you're engaging people in debate. And, I don't agree with him at all, but you know what? He didn't deserve what happened to him.
The thing is, I only discovered him about 5 months before he was assassinated, and he spoke a lot of good common sense as far as I'm concerned. Because I used to be a man when I was young. I was a flaming lefty, socialist. I voted for the New Democratic Party in Canada, and they're the
PvP.
Socialist Party.
They got a saying in the States: the older you get, the more Republican you get.
It's absolutely true. Well, the older you get, the smarter you get.
Yeah.
And I have wised up. I've wised up and realized leftist politics will take you down a path that leads to nothing.
Let me tell you, here's what I see so far with the original Democrat Party, the original 30 years ago.
Well, yeah, you want to put it that way, Matt. The Republicans and the Democrats flipped 180. So,
and actually, the original Democrats 20, 30, maybe 40, 50 years ago has went over to Republican side because they got tired of
because what do they call the Overton window keeps changing.
Right, exactly. The Democrats today are nothing like the Democrats 50 years ago.
Oh, I'm almost 50, and trust me, just the last 20, 30 years, I see a difference in them.
Well, I just turned 67 in May, and I agree 100% what Matt's saying is when I was a kid in the 60s, the left and the right, we have the liberals and the conservatives here are the left and right parties, right? Mm-hmm. They were actually both sides were moderate. They would get together, and both leaders of those parties would sit down at a table and hammer out agreements to create really good legislation that would help all the people of Canada, right? Mm-hmm. It was a different world back then.
Yeah, which is the way it should be. Yeah, because our Congress do the same thing. So
now it's just it's warfare. It's nuts here, just like it is in the States now, right? It's totally polarized, guys.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. I don't hear a lot of Canadian news politically, but what I do hear is, it's just like, wow, people, the whole world's concentrated on us. Look what's going up just north of us.
You guys are so lucky. I know a lot of people hate Trump, but I don't agree with everything Trump says. Sometimes I totally disagree with him, but Trump is one of the very few Western leaders that actually is intelligent enough to have a clue of what's going on in the world. And he's one of these he's the master of disaster, right? He'll go.
Fuck yeah, he is.
He'll go. Look at this. Look at this. He'll say something way over here. He'll say, "Oh, focus on that." He'll say something really crazy, right? And everybody, especially on the left, they're all going nuts. They're going, "Fuck Trump's an asshole. Fuck Trump. Fuck Trump." And in the meantime, over on the other side, he's actually doing what he wants to do.
Yeah, what he wants to do, not that he can do.
Not that
specifically,
he's,
but
he puts out the distraction and then he did.
yeah,
does
exactly.
focus
Well,
on the real thing.
hey,
Right?
PvP. That's been U.S. Politics for the last
The
100
thing
some
about
years.
Trump, when he says he's going to do it, he's going to do it, no matter what the hell they say on the left.
Well,
you know what?
He still ain't built that wall.
The problem is they're doing every damn thing they can to stop it.
Well, that's the
It's right
problem.
there, it's tied up in
And
court.
I said that as a joke. I didn't want to rile anybody up.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
things are.
You do know that back in the day, Trump was a Democrat, and there's a video clip out there
He
of
used to
him
be.
saying, "Yeah, well, he used to be a Democrat, right?" But there's a video clip out there, and I found it on YouTube, and I saved it in my playlist, but it's gone. They wiped it clean. But it's an interview with Trump saying, "Yeah, if I ever ran for office, anything, even president, I'd switch to Republican." And the host said, "Well, why would you switch to Republican?" And he said, "Because they're some dim-witted, they'll believe anything somebody says just to get their approval."
But I tell you one thing: if he
literally
ran
said
as
that.
Democrat, he would have run as Democrat. Every dang one of them would change to Republican and go against it.
Oh yeah, just from what he spouts off at the mouth and his policies, that too. But yeah,
Look what they done. Look what they done to Kennedy. He's a Democrat, and they doing everything to do keep him from becoming with a.
dude, have you heard him talk? There's a reason.
He has speech issue.
I'm
But
not talking about his physical impairments. I'm talking about what comes out of his mouth.
Yeah. The thing is, there's a lot of people. I've heard people off of CNN making fun of him.
Yeah, and I disagree with that. I don't think anybody should be judged based on their physical characteristics or anything that might be wrong with them. That is totally unacceptable in my book.
It
And
should be-
it shouldn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. That should just be common fucking sense. You don't make fun of somebody because of their impairments.
Yeah. The problem with a lot, let's go on both sides. They don't use common sense at nothing. They're not open-minded. They're not seeing what the actual picture. The actual picture, the damn devil's on overkill right now, on overload, and he is doing every damn thing he can to make people's life miserable. Because his time is coming to the end shortly, not long from now. And he's going to take it down as many damn people he can.
we're talking the end times, aren't we, Matt?
Yes.
Yeah, he's talking Revelations. Yep.
Yes.
Well,
Because if you think about it, everything that's happening right now, it's getting closer and closer. All the bad stuff is going on.
Well, the way the world leaders are, I mean, I've always supported Israel because I think Israel is it's the only democracy in the Middle East that is actually fighting for Western values,
Yeah,
right?
Yes.
Love them or hate them.
PvP, I agree with you, but I'll say why I disagree with you here in a minute. So.
The thing is, though, I've been researching so much in the last 6-7 months since I started thinking. I was turned off to politics for years. I just got bored, sick and tired of listening to the crap, right?
Yeah, you got sick of the status quo.
I got sick of all of it. I didn't want to, if you were left, right, Democrat, Republican, alien species from the next galaxy. I didn't give a fuck what your politics were. I was just fucking fed up listening to this shit, right? Because after a while, it gets
It
tiresome.
does. It wears you out. It wears you out mentally. You're like, nah, I gotta take a break from that shit.
Yeah, so I didn't listen to nothing for 8 years or something. And then I just, when I met all you guys and I started to talk to like Mikey and Larry and Gorilla. Man, Gorilla's so good on. He's so wise on American politics. I love talking to Gorilla because
You know,
I've learned so much.
I don't mind talking with him, but I feel like when he goes into politics and I'm on panel, I gotta say, my part. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I don't want to diss your channel, Gorilla, because you're awesome. But
No, I just generally end up actually listening more than talking when Gorilla does a political stream because I'm learning so much. Because I'm a Canadian, right? So I don't know jack shit about a lot of your politics down south there. So I love it when you guys talk about it, and I'm learning, soaking like a sponge. I'm soaking all this knowledge in, right?
Even what I'm saying tonight, because I don't like Trump.
You know what? Before 2018, I didn't give a shit about politics whatsoever.
420 of 18. Okay.
The thing is, I don't agree with everything Trump does. Like, okay, let's put it this way. I remember when Gorilla and we watched the election night in November. I was very glad that Trump won that night because Biden was weak. I thought Kamala Harris would have been a disaster because, these people, she was so far left. I was like, well, there goes America into communism under Kamala because it seemed like it was heading that direction, right? Which is what
dude. Okay,
we're getting that.
She is not that far left.
Okay. Oh, she's far enough left. Hey, the liberal government. I'm ashamed to say I voted for Trudeau 10 years ago. And the Liberals have ruined this country in the last 10 years. And we were probably going to get a conservative government back in power, but then Trump opening his big mouth did the 51st state shtick. And a lot of
everybody said, fuck that.
A lot of dumb Canadians. Well, Carney seized the opportunity. Oh, Trump, 51st state. Yeah, I can win the election now. He did elbows up. He put on a hockey jersey with Mike Myers. They did a fucking really shitty ad. The two of them wearing hockey jerseys. I'm sure Carney. I don't think Carney could fucking put a puck in the net of his life fucking depended on that asshole. Right? But they did this fucking cheesy. Fuck, it's so cheesy. You can probably find it on YouTube. It makes me want to puke when I watch that. But Carney won the fucking election. Carney's not a leader. He's been in power 6 months. He's accomplished zero. He's elbows up. He was going to fight Trump and win. Well, guess what happened?
Well,
he fought Trump and lost. And then
ain't that the same guy that said he was going to cut off Ontario's electricity to Michigan?
No. That's the Premier of Ontario, which is a dumb fucking asshole too. That's Doug Ford, and Doug Ford is
okay, yep.
Doug Ford has the intelligence of a radish. Okay, I'm just telling you guys.
Oh my, that's bad.
Guy's an idiot.
Don't you?
Well, the infamous thing he did a couple of months ago on a live stream, he poured out a bottle of Canadian whiskey, Crown Royal, because he's like, well, he said, "Oh, Crown Royal, they're leaving Canada." Well, guess what? They're still bottling Crown Royal in Manitoba. They left Ontario, but they're still bottling it in Manitoba, which is also a part of Canada. Someone should tell Doug Ford that because he's obviously too uninformed to have any brains at all. So,
well, he doesn't live up to his family's namesake if he's even related to those words. But
oh, well, his brother was like the mayor of Toronto like years ago, and he got caught up in a cocaine ring where he was high on coke all the time as the mayor of Toronto, hanging out, snorting coke with criminals, and then he died. Thank goodness.
He had too much coke.
Canada's better off. Well, he passed away. I can't remember what the cause was, but we're better off without him. I mean, I hate to say that, but when bad people leave, I'm not sad to see them go, to be honest. But his brother is now the Premier of Ontario. And once again, stupid Canadians reelected him like 6 months ago. And I'm thinking, what the hell is wrong with you
How
people?
long is their term anyway?
Probably 4 years, Matt.
Yeah, 4 years. That sounds about right. 'Cause that's what our state government. Well, at least in Michigan, a governor term is 4
I
years.
think it's generally around 4 years, guys.
Okay.
You know, the thing is, I went out to dinner last night with a couple of employees from work because one of the guy, I went out with a guy and a gal, and the guy had his birthday on Monday, so we went out and got steak and whatever at the restaurant. I had a nice time, but then we got talking politics, and it didn't take me too long to realize that my coworker was a total lefty, right? You know.
Okay, well, you
Total
didn't
lefty.
leave dinner just because of that. Hopefully, you
Oh
engaged.
no,
them in
we had a good
conversation.
we had a good night. It was still a good night, but
Oh, okay, good.
we got talking politics, and it came pretty obvious after about 10 minutes that we were on. He was on more far left, and I was closer to the right. I don't consider myself far right, but I'm definitely. I used to be a total lefty, like even 15 years ago.
Well, yeah, you're
But-
you're more conservative.
Well, I've moved conservative because of all the things I've seen that are going on in the world. So, yeah. Anyway, we had an interesting discussion. We even got kind of arguing, polite arguments back and forth. But, I started telling him, like, well, what about this? What about that? What about this? Have you heard about that? And of course, he watches mainstream media, which is all basically giving you misinformation.
Oh yeah, I don't trust
I
mainstream
don't watch
media.
none of.
No.
Well, the thing is, the CBC is funded by the Liberal government that's in power to $1.5 billion a year. Okay, you got your news staff at the CBC getting $1.5 billion a year for their salaries. Are they ever going to challenge the Liberals and say anything bad about them?
I wouldn't say it's only salaries.
Well, would you say something
well,
bad
hold
about
on.
who's paying your paycheck?
Well, hold on. You said the 1 billion or 1.5 billion was for paychecks, but you got to take into account what it takes to run a network like that, right? You got studios, you got transmitters, plus all the people to maintain.
Yeah,
that.
but they're getting 1.5 billion tax dollars every year to subsidize them.
And you're okay.
And
So,
they also have commercials.
Yeah.
oh well, hey, at least PBS here doesn't have commercials. I mean, they do at the beginning of their broadcast. They say thank you to our donors, such as you, and then they list the corporations. But yeah, and public TV here does not have any commercials. So yeah,
The thing
that is
is,
messed up that your public broadcast does.
well, it's not even a public broadcaster because they do take in ad revenue every day. So
Oh,
You know-
CBC. Okay, yeah, I used to have that on cable. Okay.
Canadian
that-
Broadcasting Corporation.
Yep.
Yep. And they used to be really good. I remember about 10 years ago, the last good mainstream reporter that did the nightly news was a guy called Peter Mansbridge, and he got old and he retired. And he was a really good reporter. He kept honesty and would tell the truth about stuff. About 10 years back when he retired, and then once he retired, it was like bingo, right down the shithole. In a couple of years, it got really bad, and that's
Here,
when I stopped watching TV.
Walter Cronkite was a big time, and here in the United States, he told the facts about it.
He was kind of like a Walter Cronkite, yeah, kind
Yeah.
of guy.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
Cronkite said when he signed off every night, and that's the way it is.
That's the way it is.
Well, the one thing about him, he was also, I mentioned this before, he was an amateur radio operator too.
Yeah, I know
I-
you love your ham radios, Matt. I know that.
I
Nice
haven't been active in a long time.
No, but you still maintain your ham license, though, don't you?
Yeah, I just renewed them this year.
Cool. I used to have a friend back in the 70s that had the ham radio, which was pretty cool. I used to listen to him talk on there at times.
Oh, I
Yeah,
got on there. I got on there not long, probably about 2 weeks ago, checking some of the nets around here. Ham
Nice.
radio nets. I ain't been active over a year.
wow.
I just lost interest in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I remember you last summer and last fall kind of talking about it, but then you just stopped bringing it up.
Yeah, I just lost interest for a lot of stuff. I ain't picked my guitar up probably in 6 months.
Plus, you just lost Mr. Bill. That's probably not helping you with that either.
Nope.
You know what though? You know what though, Matt? Just take this how you will, but maybe you should pick it up. You know, yeah, you might not want to because of what you're going through, but pick it up. Just start strumming, play whatever, and maybe you'll get that inspiration. Maybe Mr. Bill will kick an idea into your head.
Yeah, right now my damn place is like a tornado hit it, and I ain't really felt that good. I just not been myself.
Well, just maybe do something that used to, give you some joy and or made you feel good on the inside, and maybe just try it. Something that you like doing that just gives you that gratification.
Here's what gets me. People used to come around years back when my aunt was alive. People come and get me. We go do different things, stuff. I've done a test for like 2 months already. All those people that used to come around don't come around no more. They don't call. They don't do nothing. I'm not going to call them because if they needed me, they would have called me 2 months ago.
And I get what you're saying, but what if they think the same way?
Well,
There's been times I call a person, I call them 3 or 4 times a week. They never return my call, so fine. I don't call them back.
Well, Matt, I'll DM you my number on Facebook if you ever need someone to talk to.
but it is disappointing because, I went on earlier this evening onto Facebook and probably messaged about half a dozen so-called friends on my Facebook. The only one that was good enough to return was Curtis Selby, and he said, "I just got off work and I'm tired and I'm going to eat." And I was like, "Okay, man, have a good night." Like, I didn't expect him to want to do anything at that point because I was the same, right? Excuse me. I ate some supper a while ago and I'm ready to crash myself because I'm getting sleepy, but nobody else, like 5 other people that I messaged, nobody even said, F you or whatever. Nobody responded. It's like, geez, these so-called friends that I have on Facebook, I chat with semi-regular every week or whatever. They didn't even acknowledge that I even said hi. It's like,
The way you said that says to me, "Oh, I got to go through and clean out my friends list."
well, no, I mean they're good people, but I realize they could be doing other stuff, or maybe they're out for the night, or maybe they're asleep. I don't know, but I don't try and judge people by a single night, but it's like if somebody messaged me on Facebook, if I wasn't on that day, then okay, I guess I'm not going to respond. But usually I check it every day, and if anybody does say something, I'll usually reply to them, right? Because that's what I do.
Right.
I got somebody's numbers in my phone that I had over 5 or 6 years. I used to talk to them all the time, about twice, 3 times a day.
Yeah. Now you're lucky if you hear from them every 2 years or whatever.
About once every 6 months or once a year, I hear from them. I called them about 2 weeks ago. Go straight to voicemail.
You know what gets me every time I buy a new phone? I put my Google account on it. I use Android phones.
That's what I use.
And yeah, but some people are like Apple only, right? I don't get into the fanboy stuff. I just like Android phones. Samsungs in particular, because that's what I've always used.
Mhm. Mine's a Motorola. Mine's a Motorola phone at work. That's all that matters.
Oh, there she is. Mock Joe, Sci-Fi and Friends. Hey, Viv, how you doing, girl? Glad
But,
to see
you
you in
know,
the chat.
I got mine's a Motorola phone. I've used Motorola for. I had a Samsung flip phone for probably 10 years.
Dude, did you have the original Motorola Razr when Android was like first coming out?
No,
That commercial for that phone was so fucking awesome.
the one of the original Motorola things I actually had was an MTX 800 radio that had the phone and all that shit built into it.
You know what made the Razr so popular is like in certain commercials for it, they cut in scenes of the Matrix when they hit that button and the bottom shoots out.
Yeah,
Yeah, basically did the same thing, and it was a flip phone.
I had
Yeah, it was just it was a flip touchscreen phone. It was fucking awesome.
I had one time that had Microsoft Windows on it. And,
Oh yeah, they used to make Windows phones. I think they got out of the market though.
yeah, I had one of them, and I had problem with it, and I said, "The hell with it! I'm going back to my old phone, which was flip phone."
Well, yeah, you bring out a Windows phone when everybody's using what was it? I don't know. I stopped upgrading when I got the Windows 7 Pro. I didn't mess with 8, and I only went from 7 to 10
Mm-hmm.
because that's the only option I had. Plus, I had to pirate the whole CD key and everything for it, but that's a different story.
Yeah,
And then now it's like not even a year and a half after I had Windows 10, they're coming out with 11, and then they said, "Oh, we're gonna shut down all support for 10." I'm like, "Oh, great!
Yeah.
So you're gonna screw me just like you screwed me with Windows 7." Okay, yeah.
yep, that's about where they are. Back, one of the first phones I ever had was a bag phone.
Oh,
Samsung?
phone?
No, it was a bag phone.
Oh, dude, my mom bought a car one time that had a bagged cell phone in it.
When I had my company truck,
Ooh.
I had a bag phone. It was a Motorola bag phone in it, and it was you couldn't take it out. It was in the truck, but that thing also had a little bit later on, I had a Nextel radio.
I hated Nextels. It's like, dude, I don't want to hear your conversation from 10 feet away. I hated Nextel.
Nextel.
Viv says, fine, and yourselves. I'm doing great, Viv. Glad to have you.
See, the Nextel radio that I had the walkie-talkie, the regular walkie-talkie radio.
Yeah, I hate those. I hated those. Oh,
That's one of the systems. One of the systems I was on was Southern Link system. I had a Motorola MTX 800s. I used them for 4 or 5 years when I was in business.
yeah. All I remember is that chirp, and then two people having the loudest conversation you could ever think about having in the middle of a freaking Walmart. Like, dude, nobody wants to hear what the conversation is.
Normally, what I would do back when I had my Nextel the phone line, I put it in regular phone mode, and you need to hear that. A lot of them keep it on speakerphone all the time.
Yeah, that's all I seen. People having that shit on speakerphone. You go into a big ass store like a Walmart Supercenter, and like in a 3-aisle radius, you'd have 10 people on their Nextels going off. It's like, no.
So
you hear that damn thing
Yeah, and that
So
stupid ass chirp every time. Yeah.
Yep.
Gosh, I'm glad I don't have a cell phone when I listen to you guys.
The
Hey, I got my cell phone. I got my
I'm
Android.
old school. I got a landline, and that's all I got. But that's all
I still got landline. I still got it.
We still have landlines here, but they're used for get this. They're used for DSL, which stands for digital satellite link. Yeah,
I got a
maybe
land.
from the satellite to the provider, but from the provider to me, it's
name-
copper landline.
The actual name is digital subscriber line.
Well, whatever. I just call it what it is. It's a digital satellite link.
Well, I have a phone service. I got my answering machine, and my answering machine records everything because I never pick up my phone. I don't pick up my phone ever because I don't know who the fuck's calling. Sometimes it's just bullshit, so I just ignore it, right? So
Viv says Valor was still using an old cell phone that's so bare bones that he couldn't even get or receive texts. Well, I'll tell you what, I had an old Nokia and it had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zero at the bottom, and I texted with that by memory.
I had a Samsung flip phone that I had almost 10 years. That sumbitch fell apart. It broke. I turned around. They said, I took it to go and get me another one. Oh, it's gonna cost you $150, $200. Get you another one. I said, fuck it. I brought it back home. I pulled the cover off of the back, the top part of the flip, and where it was broke at, I took it and I took me a damn soldering iron and I melted that motherfucker back together.
There you go. Viv, I'm sorry, I just wanted to read the rest of Viv's comment here, man.
And I mended it back together. I fixed it, put everything back together. It was fine for another 5 years, and then I got end up with a Samsung smartphone with a small screen on it and all that. I had that for about 5 years, and now I got the Motorola smartphone.
Okay, so to finish up Viv's comment here, basically Valor had an old phone that he can get or receive text on. So Viv says she forced him to carry a smartphone. All I had to do was record a special hey video message for him. Yep, I can only imagine what that video was. Thank you for that. Yeah, thank you for that image, Viv. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
yeah, I keep getting promises from a certain young lady that she'll send me something on Facebook that'll be special, but she never does.
Bad.
Leroy. Hey, you ain't paying that girl nothing, are you, PvP?
No, she's
Okay.
she's very smart, so I don't blame her for not wanting to, send out that kind of video. So I'm good with that. She
Now,
is very, 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 very fun, though. I enjoy her streams.
Okay, so it's somebody. Okay, I was just gonna ask you if it was like a YouTube friend or somebody you
She's
knew.
on YouTube. Yeah, she's on YouTube.
Okay, or if it was real life. So
I wish it was real life. I'm not that fucking lucky, though. I don't have anybody that close that's going to
come on,
be real life.
PvP, don't sell yourself short, bro.
I put your number in my phone and more.
Okay, you got that DM then.
Yep.
All right.
Man, I gotta say my back is really starting to.
And Matt, all I gotta say is, if you text me or whatever, tell me it's you in the first one, so I know it's you.
Okay.
Because I get a lot of spam shit on my phone. So.
You get a
Oh,
lot
I
of
do
spam.
too.
It's not that bad. Like it's like once or twice a month I'll get something spam in a text message, and I don't get spam phone calls, fortunately. So I'm really lucky that way. But yeah, I still like to know if it's one of my friends I gave a number to. Tell me it's you when you first text me so I know it's you and I can save your number.
Okay.
Well, it's like congratulations, you won $1 million or whatever.
All you gotta do is send $100 to the Prince of Fantasy Land.
Yeah,
Halfway
send
across
us
the world.
send us your bank account information, and we'll put the money in your bank account. Yeah, right,
Yeah,
clown.
yeah, they'll suck every penny you got out.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's why I like it being in Canada. I have a 4-digit account number I have to type in every time I make a purchase. I do not scan. I do not wave it and scan like a lot of people do. I put it in the card slot and actually scan it in my 4-digit number to make a purchase.
Oh, you scan. Okay. I thought you were going to say you typed it in. Well, you know they can get you.
No, I don't scan. I don't scan.
What do you do then?
I put the card in the slot and type out my.
Oh, you use the chip. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I use the chip exactly.
Hey, you remember 30 years ago they said the chip was going to be the false company.
It's like one of the big things in Canada. I mean, a lot of people just wipe the scan thing too, but that's not as secure as using your chip, your card.
No, I'm talking like
number.
20, 30 years ago. They said the mark of the beast, and they said it will be a chip. You don't remember
Well, the mark of the beast,
say
have you heard about how the UK and Canada want to bring in digital ID for every citizen?
Well, yeah, how's that going to work for people like Suzanne, who's, I mean, her internet messed up so much tonight.
Well, the thing is, anybody, I'm sure they'll hit everybody with a cell phone first, because I'm not worried that way because I don't have a cell, but I'm sure they'll get around to our internet service providers too. And one day I'll get a message from Rogers Cable going, "You have to sign up for a fucking
They changed their name.
ID number."
I remember back in 2003, it was called Rogers.net because I was really, really good friends with a girl up there in Moncton.
Okay.
And so, yeah, did they change the name because it was Rogers?
Oh, they totally. Well, it used to be. Oh God, I can't remember what the company was. A couple of years ago, Rogers bought out the local company we had out west there, and Rogers was an Eastern company, and they just bought the fuckers out, and it's been Rogers now for I don't know a couple of years probably.
Speak of the devil, I think that's who Suzanne's satellite internet is through. It's Rogers.
It's pretty much all, unless you're going through some rinky-dink little company, Rogers is probably 90% of the market out in Canada now. Yeah.
I think back in 2003 when I was talking to this gal, it was like a little local company, maybe slightly regional, but yeah, I mean,
well,
it sounds like the last 20-some years, it just exploded. Hey, Daniel, how you doing?
Rogers was huge in Ontario and Quebec and back east for many, many years, right? And it was like, oh God, I wish I could remember the name of the company. We had the company that my parents signed up in the 1970s, and when they passed away, I signed up with them. Oh God, we were like with them for like 40-something years, right? But they were
okay. You're talking phone company here. I'm thinking internet.
No. I'm talking internet. Internet.
Really, company. In the 70s, because it wasn't publicly released in the U.S. till the 90s. So.
No. We had one channel. We had one CBC channel broadcast over the airways. You had to do the rabbit ears antennas.
Well, yeah. You got to do rabbit ears with tinfoil and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, in 1965 when I used to watch Lost in Space.
Lost in Space.
That's how we got the show, right? We had one
space.
We had one channel.
In space. Yes, absolutely.
And it was around 1973 we got the second network, CTV, which is the main competition in Canada. And we finally got a second channel on the cable. I think we paid
CTC, what, the Canadian Transmission Company? I can't.
CTV. I don't
Oh,
know.
television.
Yeah, probably Canadian television. That's probably a fucking stood for it. I don't fucking know. Anyway, we got that second channel around 1973 when we finally got cable. They finally put cable into our home. And that was really good because they had a lot of really good shows that we didn't get before. So
Yeah, you had fuzzy porn late at night.
now we had two channels. We had two channels on cable. So we had two channels that were very clear and watchable over the cable system, which was nice. And the thing is, there were more good shows on two
Wait,
channels.
you were paying for cable and you only had two channels. How does that work?
We had two channels. It was like $4 a month, though. It's like,
$4 a month in 1970 something. Yeah, let's do the math.
well, I don't know. I mean, it seemed like a good deal, but I have no idea what that actually. I just I'm talking out of my ass. I don't remember what it was.
Jay, I sent you a message.
My parents paid it. I was like 15 or something. I didn't fucking care. But yeah, it was a lot better because we got a lot of other shows.
Hey, Daniel, how you doing, buddy?
Hi, bud. How you doing?
Yeah, I know.
Viv says, what's strange is the scammers stayed on the phone the entire time listening to Valor and I talk about sad. Yeah, yeah. I can only imagine what you two were talking about.
You know, if I got a scammer, I would love to have Gorillaz. Remember that guy that played the drums for like 8 hours when LDG passed out?
Yep.
I would love to have the video of that dude and just put that on the phone for the scammer to listen to for like hours and hours and hours.
I just put
And
it
then I
on.
go, hey, buddy, I can't talk to you today, but you got to just listen to this because it's really important. And then play that shit
No,
until he
you
goes insane.
just pull a Ricky at him. Hey, you got any pepperoni cocks? Smokes, let's go.
Yeah, just play that shit until his head explodes, right?
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Yeah. Fuck, that'd be great. I hate fucking scammers. Fuck this. That's why my job is calling people cold calls, right? And I bet 90% of the times I call, I get a voicemail, right? And
Yeah,
Probably-
because it's like, okay, spoof number. Yeah, fuck you, have a nice day.
yeah, and then 85% of them never return my call, right? There's a few of them that do, which are really usually great people that I can actually, get a booking with them, right? But it's like it's the whole scam thing is so bad these days. It's like nobody picks up their phone anymore.
Mhm. Hell no.
Right.
Yeah, hell no. Hell no.
There's one called my home, called my cell phone. They claiming with AT&T the other day. We
Oh.
could fix your phone today. And I said, and my phone popped up in red around that telephone number.
Scam alert, scam alert. Yeah, my phone tells me automatically if it's a
My
scam
phone
alert.
flagged it as
Yeah.
as a scam.
Yeah, that's in your settings. My phone does the same thing. So yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
And I told him, I said, you ain't AT&T, you're a scammer. Oh, I'm AT&T. I said, we'll cut your service off. Let's go ahead and cut my damn service off. Fuck you. I hung up.
Yep. Well, it's okay. When I worked at the hardware store 2 doors away, back, okay, this will be 2019, and I had somebody call the store. I looked at the caller ID, and it was the name of the hardware store and the phone number of the hardware store. I'm like, oh, this is going to be
Oh.
good. So I answered the phone.
Huh.
Curtis Hardware, can I help you? And they're like, yeah, that's what I thought. Next.
Yep. You know,
Uh,
they'll take a damn number. They got spoofing software. They can take it and dial somebody's number.
Yeah, spoof. Yeah, that's what I said
they
earlier.
can take,
Spoof. Yep.
they could take your telephone number, put it in the thing, and use your telephone number.
And you know
to
where they
call
get
somebody else.
you know where they get your information is from websites that sell your data.
And I tell you one thing, I don't trust that do not call directory.
Do not call us. Why not? Why not? It's a government program. Why don't
I think they sell your shit.
they probably do.
And when they give that list of do not call, everybody's telephone number is in that list. So scammers takes that whole entire list and start calling.
Oh, hold on, Viv. Hold on, Viv. I'm reading your messages.
The
Chat is blowing up. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh shit. Well, the thing is, the weird thing is, it depends on the phone carrier, right? Because I occasionally, maybe once or twice a week, I'll get somebody who says, "Oh, your call came up as spam," and I was like, "Well, and I explain why I'm calling on behalf of so and so, with the company I work for." And then, 9 times out of 10, they'll say, "Oh, okay, great. Once I explain myself, they're totally good with it, right?" But, occasionally I do get my number coming up as a spam call, which is why sometimes people don't pick up when I call them. But 5 minutes later, I'll get a call back from the same person that calls me back, and they go, "Hey, what's up?" Right? And then I'll explain myself to them. And it'll generally work out because I can actually schedule, an appointment for those clients, right? So it's a weird world we're living in, though. It really is.
Hey, Kevin.
Can we catch up on chats here? Our chat's going wow.
Go for it, because my back is so painful. I'm probably going to lie down in about half an hour anyway.
All right. So Viv says Valor was still using an old cell phone. The bare bones that he couldn't even get or receive text. Okay, I read that part. Forced him to carry a smartphone. All I had to do. Oh, okay, I read that. Sorry, Daniel said hello. Okay, next. Viv says we have a landline which is mainly for scammers to waste their time on. Though last night our cat Alien or Lean knocked our phone off bedroom off the hook.
No.
Scammers got a free audio porn as well.
Oh my God.
Audio porn.
Since we didn't hear it and didn't know the phone's off the hook for 30 minutes.
So are you guys saying you were doing something interesting for those 30 minutes?
Yeah, they were doing a hibbity dibbity.
Wow, audio porn. Well, audio porn. Yeah,
audio porn. Yeah,
I could go with that. I could go with audio porn.
Yeah, you know what, Viv?
Have you guys ever checked into a really cheap motel where they have those doors in between units?
Oh yeah, and the bathroom's in the middle of the two rooms.
Yeah, well, they had a door in the middle, and I checked. Really shitty hotel. It was full of bugs and really crappy. I'm glad I only stayed there one single night. Anyway, I check in. I just was tired, so I laid down on the bed because I didn't even want to put the TV on. So after about 5 minutes, I'm listening to the people through the door in the next room, and they're obviously having sex, right? Because there's all this moaning and groaning and crazy shit going on.
Yeah, we get the idea. They were doing, yeah.
And I'm like, wow, this is better than the TV. This is more entertaining, right?
Oh my
when I'm falling asleep. It was great. It was a great night. I was like dozing off to having a couple of strangers getting it on in the next room. That was really good, I got to say.
Yeah, and I bet you had Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On" running through.
I just fell asleep after a while. Like, it's just like, how long can you grind away? Like, come on. It's like baseball or hockey. It's repetitious after a while, right? Somebody's going to score, but after a while, you don't really give a fuck who,
Okay, I'm not. I'm just gonna leave that alone. Viv says, growing up, I didn't have cable. It was whenever we could get on the old rabbit ears or the VHS tapes on the weekends.
I used to have rabbit ears
Same
too,
here,
buddy.
Viv. Same here.
Same here. We had old TV.
Hey,
That's
Kevin
back when-
Steenberg.
Back then, that was actually stuff you can actually watch, and it was good.
Well, back when we had one channel in the
Hold
60s,
on,
there were like
boys.
10 great
Boys,
shows every
boys.
night.
Can I get through my chats, please? Real
Oh,
quick.
sorry.
Yeah, no problem. I love you, bro. You know that. I just want to get through these.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Kevin Steenpark says, "Hey Jay, hey Kevin, how you doing?"
Oh, man.
Says, "Hey Matt, hey PvP," and then he says, "Hey Daniel, yes, absolutely. Thumbs up.
Oh.
Hey Suzanne, hey Kevin." I say, "Hey, pastry. I'm gonna have the stream on as I fall asleep. Pastry, come on, you gotta get up here. You gotta get up here. Pastry.
Hello, pastry.
Oh.
You know what, Pastry? I'll DM the link if you want to get on. Please do. Hey, how you doing? Hold on. 1 second. Where's my Discord? There it is.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
There's Pastry. Yeah, I hear you moaning and groaning, PvP. Hold on 1 second.
My
I
back,
just
you ever get that? I usually get the lower back pain, but tonight I got the upper back pain between my shoulders, and it's like, oh, this sucks bad, man.
Let's see. Kevin says, I'm doing good, Jay.
Hey, Kevin.
How you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. Pastry says, I worked 11 hours, so I'm exhausted. You know what?
Oh, my God.
Oh, that is, you know what? I can't even. You know what?
You deserve to take a break,
Please.
buddy.
Yes, they do deserve to take a break.
I cannot comprehend 11 hours of
That'll wear my ass out.
But I would like Pastry to come on here and be like, "Hi, how you doing?" and promote their channel.
I imagine Pastry's probably just ready to collapse.
Oh,
collapse and
probably.
sleep.
Probably. I love Pastry, and they know it. It's all platonic, but we're really close.
I love Pastry. You love Pastry. We all love Pastry.
We all love Pastry.
Okay,
Hey,
where the fuck is Lemon Pie when we're talking about Pastry?
I know. I
Yeah,
know.
what is
He's not even in the chat yet.
He's not even here. Fuck.
Where is lemon pie?
And actually, lemon pie is not my favorite pie. I probably prefer apple or pumpkin overall. But
Hey, you know what? That's what they said in oh shit, what was that? American Pie. Hey, how you doing?
I actually bought some more Girl Guide cookies today. I must confess. Because what the fuck, all those little Girl Guides are going, please buy my cookies.
Please buy my
Yes,
cookies.
And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm
okay,
out of here. I'm calling it a night.
I can't turn down these young ladies to buy their cookies. So I actually
What?
I spent
What's up?
$6 to get fucking, what was it? They're not even the traditional cookies. They got the lemon based or whatever, the fucking lime cookies now with the
Yeah,
chocolate coated.
Hold on real quick. Matt, what did you say, buddy?
Good night, everybody. I'm out of here.
Okay,
Have a
take
good
care,
one.
Matt. Thank
Good
you.
night,
for
Matt.
It's 2:00 my time, so I'm gone.
Night, Matt.
All right.
Night,
Take
night,
care, bud.
night, Matt. Have a good
Good
one.
night. Good night, everybody in the chat.
Night.
Thank you to
gonna,
Matt.
I'm
for
I'm
being
probably
on here.
gonna. I think I'll maybe hang out for another 20, but my
Yeah.
back pain is getting really bad. So
Nope, that's fine. Hey, you know what? If you want to hang out, that's fine. Let's see. Viv says my father was too cheap to buy a DVD player. As he said, growing up, I only had a VHS player. Really? Really? You know what my mom had when they were growing up? Yeah, black and white TV. How you doing?
we had a black and white TV until 1976.
Hey, the year I was born. How you doing?
You know what was watching Star Trek in black and white, and then in the 70s finally seeing it in the first time in color? It was like watching the whole show over again, like seeing the whole, like a whole different program, right? Watching it.
Oh yeah, that's just like me watching TOS on reruns in the '80s, and then when Netflix got it, is when they first brought out the enhanced graphics. And I was like, holy fuck, that looks good.
I'm not a fan of a lot of that. Some of the episodes are better with CGI. I think sometimes it got cartoony though. I didn't like it.
Well, kind of depends which episode.
I liked a lot of the original stuff. Like I thought the Enterprise looked more realistic because it was actually models that they used to film. I remember. Have you ever seen the background stuff?
Yeah, I was just reading the rest of Viv's comment there.
'Cause there was like the 12-foot Enterprise they actually filmed for a lot of the main scenes.
Well, no, that actually the one they filmed was like 24 feet long, I think.
Well, it was huge though. It was enormous, right?
Well, yeah, obviously.
And I've seen those.
That's what
because
she said.
there are back stage videos on YouTube about when they were filming it back then. It's like, wow, the detailed work they put in to the
Do you know why they only filmed the original Matt Jeffries Enterprise from the port side, the left side, and never the starboard side, the right side?
because they had all the wires.
All the wires
connecting
are hanging out the other side. Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I heard about that years ago. Exactly.
Okay, I want to read the rest of Viv's comment here.
Go for it.
Well, let me start over. Viv says her dad or father was too cheap to buy a DVD player. As he said, growing up, I only had a VHS player, and that's where I got. And then she says, and 5 videos, and I was thankful for the handful of videos I had to resist calling him Grandpa. There you go, Grandpa. Wow. Yep. Hey, you know what? My mom still calls me to ask how to set the digital alarm clock and the clock on the VCR. Okay. And then it was DVD player. And now it's how do I set the time on my smart TV? Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Well, you know what always got me was the millions of people that could not set the clock on their VHS machines.
Dude. It was holy fuck.
I mean, how that I said it the first day I got the fucking thing. It's like, duh, it ain't that difficult, people. I'm like, my goodness.
Right?
Yeah, it's kind of sad when you think about it, but oh well, that's ancient history, really.
And Daniel, what did you say there, buddy?
No, what?
What?
Uh,
Well, anyways, Kevin's Theme Park Adventure, Daniel said hello to you, buddy.
Yeah, I wrote.
What'd you say, Daniel?
I said hi, bro.
Oh, hey. Yeah. Why are you laughing, PvP?
I'm just laughing because I
you-
thought, Daniel comes on and says hi, bro.
Yeah, hi, bro.
That's good.
Yeah. Daniel, I told you 1,000, a million times. If you want to talk on a panel, just talk.
Yeah.
Hey, I got something to say, yo.
I was just thinking Daniel is being a minimalist tonight, just saying hi and then saying fuck all else, right? So yeah.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
listening to the conversation, and yeah.
Well, Daniel, like I told
Buffy.
you before, bro, all you gotta do is be like, hey, I got something to say, and you say it.
Yeah.
Because if you wait for me or PvP to get done talking,
I
yeah,
got there's nothing new in the sci-fi world that I care enough about to really talk about it. And since my back is pissing me off right now, it's like all I'm thinking about is my back is just like killing me. And I got like maybe 20 minutes I'm gonna crash because my back, you guys ever had serious back pain? There's a question for you.
No,
There's
not yet.
the start of
no,
the discussion.
nope, not serious, no.
Oh, back pain is not fun when you get it,
Dude,
guys.
the worst pain I've ever had is my mouth. Tooth pain, I've never had back pain.
Oh.
But tooth pain, holy fuck, is some of the worst pain.
Did you ever have the tooth pain that I had when they had to what do they call it? They have to pull the root out
Oh, root canal.
root canal. I had to have a root canal like
Well,
8 years
you
ago.
didn't get knocked out for it. You didn't get anesthesia for it.
No,
Holy fuck, no.
and I was like
Dude,
five
Dude,
hours.
and people say Canadian medicine. What the fuck? You didn't even get knocked out for it.
Well, the thing is, they numb me out with the injections or whatever.
Yeah, I
but-
don't care. They tried one time in my mouth, just to fix a little bit of a cavity, right? And they gave me 3 shots of Novocaine, and I looked at the doctor and I said, "I can still feel you." Yeah,
I
no.
wish
Yeah, that shit don't fucking work. No, it don't. Not
Well,
on me. Not when it comes to mouth pain. So.
well, the thing was, I never went back to that doctor because I thought he was an asshole.
Yeah,
It
but
was-
dude, I had 3 needles up in the roof of my mouth trying to numb that shit.
No, but it was like $1,500. I was in the chair for like 5 hours, and I do have a good dentist now over the last year because my boss has deals with them, and they're really
Right.
great.
Oh,
They're
okay,
100
that's
times
not-
better.
That you just brought something up, PvP, that I want to ask you about because I live in America,
Ugh.
obviously, and I don't know. Okay, so you obviously have your national health care, right?
Dental's not generally covered too much, though.
Okay, see, that's what kind of had me making this question, and my question is, do you pay out of pocket for your dental care?
It depends. Like I used to have private insurance from my boss, but then it got too expensive, and she canceled it back in April. So now I would have to pay out of my pocket.
Okay, so, but do you have a public option for dental care?
I have some information that I haven't looked at yet. I need to because I know it's going to roll over in January.
Okay, so it's not part of your national healthcare system.
Well, some of it could be, but I haven't looked into it yet because I'm a lazy bastard and I always
No,
put
and
things
I'm
off.
just curious. That's the only reason I'm asking.
I think
I'm not-
there could be an option. There could be some kind of subsidy for people my age. I have to get that piece of paper out and read it. 'Cause
right.
it's
The only
still in-
reason I was asking is because, like, I look at Medicaid here where I live in Michigan, and it
Mhm.
varies from state to state, right? But where I live, Medicaid covers all your basic, like your cleanings, your checkups. If your teeth are rotten, they'll knock them out and get you a new one in its place. What they won't do veneers, but they'll do dentures, right? So
they'll cover. Well, it sounds like you got a better basic coverage than.
well,
we do
yeah,
here.
that's if you're poor as fuck, and you can prove it on paper.
Well, the thing is, Jay, if I had cancer, they'd probably whisk me over to the hospital and get me in treatment like within the month, right?
Yeah, and they do the same thing here, but then they'd look at what kind of insurance you got and be
And
like,
they wouldn't.
he either gets the good care, or he gets that. Yeah, fuck him.
No,
He
but
ain't
it's all the same here. Like they take me in the ambulance. I wouldn't pay 1 cent for all
yeah.
of it.
See, we get bills here for ambulance, right?
I could go into surgery and have the cancer removed, and I wouldn't pay a dime for all of it, right?
Exactly, and that's what's so fucking amazing about your healthcare system.
Well, it's
Right.
like when my mother got her uterus removed in the 70s because there was cancer lining on her uterus.
Uterine cancer, yeah.
Great doctor. God, he saved her life, Dr. Jordan. Rest his soul. He was one of the greatest doctors. He said, "Okay, Kay, we got to take this out." And
Yep. Did
they
the
did-
hysterectomy and
they
got rid of.
did the hysterectomy. I remember back in the 70s too. That was major surgery.
Yeah,
mother
my grandma had it in the 90s. The first time she got cancer, it was uterine cancer. And
Yeah,
that was in the 90s, and
you don't want to fuck around, right?
She went in and she was out the next day. Like you said, yours had it done in the 70s. Mine had it done in the 90s. That's how far they came with,
Yeah,
because of
the
that.
thing is, my mother was in like a week and a half because I remember when I talked to her, we went to the hospital after it was done, and she said when they roll me over in bed, it feels like my insides are spilling out.
Yo.
So it was not fun. She was not having a good time. Let's put it that
Oh,
way.
I'll tell you what, that PvP, I'm not going to say what happened, but you remember what happened 2 years ago to me?
You got attacked.
Well, yeah, attack. We'll just say that. Okay. For 2.5 days, they had me knocked the fuck out, right? I was barely coming to consciousness.
Shit.
But every time they came to roll me over, I felt that, and I started to wake up.
Yeah, I think that's probably a common thing with a lot of people in the hospital bed, right?
It's like, hey, somebody's fucking with me. What the hell? Who's
Yeah.
you? Oh, okay. I see a smiling face.
The thing is, my
I'm okay.
mom was a very tough cookie because she had to have a thyroid removed because she had thyroid problems when she was in her early 20s. She had all kinds of surgeries because she was always having health issues, right, through her lifetime. And then the final time when she fell and broke her hip,
Ooh, the
you know,
hip is the worst one.
well, that's the worst fall for elderly people, which
Yes,
scares
it
me
is.
because
It is.
I'm
It really
getting
is.
up to that age, and I've had my falls over the last 4 or 5 years. Luckily, I'm built like a brick shit house, so my bones are pretty solid. But my
There it
mother's
is.
worse, and at the 92, she went through the surgery like easily. They had the pin in her hip and walking around the next day, but a couple days later, after she had the delirium, right? The post surgical delirium.
Oh yeah, yeah. You say You just say what comes to your mind, and hopefully it's not nothing stupid or freaky.
Yeah, and then 3 or 4 days later, after I had talked to her finally when she was lucid, some asshole at the hospital decided to give her water in a cup.
Oh Jesus!
She should have been on intravenous fluids, not give
Yeah,
her any.
not fucking something she could aspirate on.
But she aspirated. She sucked it down into her lungs, and she was too weak. 3 or 4 days after being operated on, she could not cough it up, so she basically drowned. And then I get the call from the hospital. Your mother's dying.
PvP, lemon pies, and he's a brick house. Dun, dun, dun. His name is PvP.
Thank you, Lemon. I try, buddy. I try.
I thought that was awesome. Thank you, lemon pie.
Lemon's generally really good.
Yeah, he is.
When I actually figure out how to, I'm having issues with streaming because it doesn't recognize my Facebook, which is fucked up. But
Well, you ain't
when
gotta
I
show
do
your-
start streaming, Lemon's going to be one of the first people I ask to be a mod on my channel.
Really? What about me, bro?
No, anybody who wants to be a mod. But I mean, I'm probably months away from that crap because,
Well, you know what? Take your time, buddy. And if you want help learning how to do it, I will be more than happy to teach you how to do it. I'll tell you what to do, what not to do, everything I've learned so far, and I've been doing this for a few years, right? You know that. So.
Are you on Facebook at all?
Yes, I am.
I don't remember seeing you. Maybe we haven't hooked up.
You know what? I'm gonna go to my profile, and I will give you my direct link. I'm gonna put it in private chat. And Daniel, that goes for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got lots of people, but I don't have everybody on Facebook. Oh man.
There you go, PvP. It's in the private chat.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Lemon says, "Yeah, I've heard you tell the cup of water story. That sucks, PvP." And then Lemon,
I just clicked on add friends, so I don't know if that's going to work or not.
let me go to my Facebook here. Click, boom. How am I doing? Let's see.
You know the one things I don't accept is you ever got these weird women that are half naked and they have
they're trying to add you and shit.
Yeah, and they have no. I look up their friends, and they have no friends, except well, they might have 100 old geezers, horny old geezers like myself, but they have nobody that I know. So I just reject them all the time. Yeah.
Let me see.
Anyway, I pushed the add friend thing there.
Yep. Hold on. I got it right here. Hold on, buddy.
Ugh.
There you go.
So did you add me? Great.
Yep. And I sent you a message.
Good stuff.
There you go.
Right on,
Yep.
man.
Yep, that's me. So I can
I
send
just-
you yeah, so now I can actually send you links privately.
I just replied, so hope you got that hello.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thank you
Cool,
so
man.
much. Yes, you did.
Great shit, man. Like fuck yeah, good stuff.
I've been trying to get you on Facebook for like a year and a half ever since you fucking
Well,
told
you
Twitter
know,
to fuck off, you know.
the weird thing is, after when I went out to dinner last night, and one colleague, we had a great time. Like, oh my god, I got the medium sized steak that was 10 ounces. Holy shit, I haven't had a steak in like a couple of years, probably. Like, I don't eat that well because I can't afford to eat a lot of steaks, right?
Right. That's why I don't let myself go out with people if I know I ain't got the money to go out that night. You know?
Well, the thing is, the lady friend we went out with, she was gonna, right at the start, she said, "I'm gonna pay for everything tonight."
You know, and I get that, and trust me, I've been providing for women for the last 35 fucking years. Okay. And as much as I want to be pampered, there's still something inside of me that says, nah, bro, you better fucking offer that girl to, you know, cover whatever, you know.
Oh, I did say at the start of the evening, I said, "Are you sure you want to cover all this?" And she was like, "Yes, this is my gift to you guys tonight." And I was like, I can't jump over the table.
Yeah, if a girl says, no, I got you, bro, what do? You don't say,
I gotta respect her.
Yeah,
right?
you don't ask super masculine. That's just gonna get you fucking denied every
Well,
day.
the thing is,
all day, every day.
I
And
think I asked her. I said, "Are you sure you can afford this? You're okay?" And she's like, "Yes, I'm fine."
yeah,
So
which
I'm
is
like,
weird.
okay.
Which is weird that a man would ask that to a woman, because ain't no woman ever asks a man if he can fucking afford it.
But
I'm just
we're
saying.
living in 2025 now, right? So,
Well, yeah, especially, and that's especially true now.
but the thing is, she's one of the best friends I have. These were work associate people, right? The two of them.
Okay,
And
so you
they're
kind of know. Yeah, you kind of know him.
Well, the thing is, nobody at work. Well, nobody. They don't actually. The guy is okay. His name is Ray. Ray and I got into political discussions last night, and it didn't take me long to figure out he's kind of a lefty.
That's the guy you're talking about. Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's kind of a lefty, and I'm kind of a righty.
Yeah.
And it didn't take long for us to get into it to like start kind of argue. But I was like, okay. I started just laying the facts on him. It's like, well, there's this, and this.
Yeah. Well, if he was a good debater, he would have done the same thing from his side. That's all I got.
But the thing is, I knew after all I had him stumped, right? Because when somebody starts just not saying anything,
Dude,
you're kind of winning the argument, right?
It's funny you say that, but I've had you stumped several times over here. So.
The thing is, though, I like Ray. Like, he's a cool guy, so I didn't want to shit all over him.
You didn't want. Yeah, you didn't want to shut him out. You didn't want to piss him off. You didn't want to.
So I just told him some basic facts that I've observed over the last 6 months. Well, like he's still a liberal fan of the Liberal Party. And he seems to think Mark Carney's our banker prime minister over 6 months is doing a good job. And I asked him. I said, "Well, what has he actually accomplished in 6 months?"
Yeah, what?
He was going.
I'm sorry, I don't know Canadian politics, so that's my.
Well, he was going to do elbows up against Trump and and get Trump to take the tariffs off.
Yeah, he
Fail-
was
fail.
gonna do it. Yeah, he was gonna take after Ford there.
Yeah,
And,
epic fail. Then Carney decided to put anti tariffs up against the U.S. A couple of months later, anti-fail. He took those.
Well,
Tariffs
you know,
off.
the U.S. is already about anti-terrorism. So what the fuck?
Well, but it's tariffs. I'm not saying terrorists.
Oh,
I'm-
tariffs. I'm sorry. That's my
It's
bad.
like,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
this is
sorry.
economics, right? This is economic. And your country and my country have always been the best trading partner in the world.
dude. Yeah,
We
we got
could-
our
we could-
arms locked. Yeah,
Well,
we got
you
our
said,
arms
you
locked.
said-
We are in lockstep with each other. There's I
well,
mean,
we used to. We used to have $1 billion in trade every day across the border, but that's
oh
over.
fuck yeah. Plus we used to give you whatever the fuck you needed money for.
Because,
No questions asked.
because I watched a video when Carney first came in, and he said the relationship with the United States is now over, and we are going to join the European Union. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Some of
okay. So Canada
But
for
we're
me.
not in Europe.
Yeah, no, exactly. You're not. So what that to me says is okay, so you spent all that time trying to distance yourself from Mother England, and you had a few years away from that, only to go and join another thing that has the ultimate say over you regarding policy. Yay!
We're screwed. We are very screwed.
Yeah, even as an American, I looked at that and I said, "Oh my fuck, are you serious?"
The thing is, Carney is he's not a prime minister. At the core, he's a banker, and instead of but I mean,
yeah,
he's been-
okay, I got some things to say about that, but go ahead.
but he's been in office 6 months. Any prime minister in history would have brought a budget in the first 2 or 3 months.
Well,
when he got elected.
anybody that says they're a quote unquote, and I say that for a reason, businessman thinks they know how to run a country.
But he is a banker because he ran the Bank of England for 10 years years ago. And I remember one of the prime ministers in power then, I can't remember the name of the woman, but she actually did a video on YouTube talking about when he was running the bank. Carney, in 10 years, destroyed the Bank of England and destroyed the English economy.
And I want to
He
put
was
this out
he
there.
was so incompetent, he fucked everything up, right?
Yeah, I want to put this out there just so y'all know. Carney is spelled Kearny.
It's actually C.
Oh, Cearny.
It's Carney with a C.
Yeah, well, we have a Carney here too. It's the people that run the fairs at the county, the county fair every year. That's spelled Carny. So.
Yeah, it's Carney with a C.
Yeah, they're a Carney, or Carnie if you want to do it the different spelling. Either way is fine.
Well, thing is, I'm 67. My first vote was in the 70s. I think of provincial ones when I was 18 years old.
Oh, we got.
I voted. I voted for just about. I voted in almost every election, whether it's federal, provincial, or municipal. I have voted. Because I am one of those people that thinks if you're a citizen of a country,
you ought to have the goddamn right. Yeah,
but you have to vote because it's like use it or lose it, right?
Which are some state laws regarding felons that I want to challenge at the federal level.
Oh well, the liberals are trying to make illegal immigrants able.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. This has nothing to do with illegal. What I'm saying is, I live in Michigan. Once you get done serving your time in Michigan and you're off paper, i.e., you're off parole, you're off probation, you still have the right to vote in the state of Michigan, even if you've been convicted, as long as you're off paper. Now, there are other states in this country that say, no, you did a felony. You can't vote for the rest of your life. Fuck that shit. I paid my debt. Fuck you. But those states also have a statute that says if you try to vote as a felon, you can go to jail, which is one thing I love about the state that I live in. Right? Okay, if you're on paper, like probation or parole as a felon, no, you cannot vote. As soon as you pay your debt, guess what? Yes, you can. Which is the way it fucking should be. So I hear everybody talking about voter suppression this, voter suppression that. Yeah, what about the motherfuckers that, they might have messed up in their life? Now you're giving them a second chance, but you're saying they can't participate in their democracy. What the fuck is that shit?
Are you and Girl in the same state? I can't remember.
No, he's in Minnesota.
Okay, so you guys are different states. Okay, I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, because no, I'm in Michigan, and the law here in Michigan is even if you're a felon, as long as you're not on probation or parole and you've paid your debt to society, you can still vote. I have had friends come out of prison and they didn't even realize they could still vote if they were off paper. Because that's what nobody wants to say around here. And another thing that's messed up, no matter where you go in this country, you can have a prisoner and whatever prison he's in, but whatever county they're in, they count as what's called constituents, people that have a say in what these politicians are doing. No, they don't. They're in prison. The fuck? How does that count? They got no voice. That don't count.
I'm not even sure if people in jail can vote here.
No, I don't know about Canada, but I know about down where the state I'm in. No,
I can't remember what the situation is here. So.
Lemon Pie says, "I will mod for you as long as you're okay with me not only betting trolls but also pursuing them back to their home planet." Hey, you know what? Go right ahead, bud. Kevin says, "Hey, Lemon," and Lemon says, "Hey, Kevin."
Yeah, as long as you want to keep the trolls at bay, I would say yes, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't mind if you keep the trolls at bay, bud.
Oh man, my back. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're okay, PvP.
I'm hanging in there.
Daniel, you got anything you want to say about what we talked about? I know we covered a lot of stuff, but
Nope.
Lemon Pie says, if you have paid debt, you should still be able to vote. Yeah, if you paid your debt to society, you should be able to vote. Period. Point blank. Fuck this lifetime ban on voting that a lot of states in our country have. Fuck that. No. If you paid your debt to society, you should be able to vote. You know why they say felons can't vote? Because they know they're going to lose if they do. That's why I'm glad I live in Michigan. The one state that's never had a death penalty, and we let our felons vote if they're not on paper. If they paid their debt, our felons can vote. And there's a third reason I love this state. You do not have to register Republican. You don't have to register Democrat. You don't have to register Independent. None of that shit. You just go to the poll and you vote.
That's what I do here.
No, but
we don't have to register.
Some states here, PvP, some states here have it to where you got to register as a certain party, and
no, we don't. Okay, this is the political system. About a month before an election, you get a voter's card in the mail. It's like a 4x6 piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
And it tells you the 3 or 4 voting stations close to your location where you can vote. And it's like, okay, I'll go over here because this is like 5-minute drive away. I'll go vote there tonight. because it's usually from 8 in the morning till 8 at night, right? It's
Yeah,
long
yeah,
hours.
Yeah, decent hours. Yeah.
And they have the advanced polls for like 3 or 4 days before the main day.
Right,
I
right.
always do the advanced polls because
Yeah, you don't want to be waiting out there in a
well,
line.
I
and
go there. There's like 5 people ahead of me, right? It's like
yeah,
yeehaw.
versus regular hours, and it's like 50 people in front of you.
Well, I've done the election on election day where there's like 150 people in the line. It's like fuck that.
Fuck that shit.
I ain't
Yeah.
doing that anymore. I'm not with my knees. Not
Did
my
you at least go
67
back
knees.
at the end of the voting? See if you could get right in, like at like 7:55.
I just.
No, I'll take that as a no. So, okay.
I vote when it's convenient, but
You're okay, but
I've been so disappointed the last couple elections, though. Because
yeah, hey, bro, I'm sure we could have like a whole political thing on it if I had a political channel. Just our stories in common, even, right? But yeah, no.
I think I'm not totally. I'm not 100% fan of Donald Trump, but I think you've got a way better compared to the shit ass leader we've got. You've got a much better leader. Trump's not perfect. I don't agree with everything he does. But you know what I like about one thing I like about Donald Trump is he's not stupid. Donald Trump loves to go. He's like a cagey
Donald
guy.
Trump can't open his mouth without his fucking chin balls fucking hanging in the way. Okay.
No. You're not getting him.
No, I get him, dude. I
No,
was born in
this-
'76. Trust me, I've seen Donald Trump my whole life. Trust me, I get the money.
But you're not getting. You really aren't getting him.
Okay, well.
Okay,
I will entertain this. How am I not getting it?
Well, look at. I'm speaking from a Canadian viewpoint here. And when Trump said 50 per state, he basically got the Liberals and Carney back into power because everybody went elbows up. Stupid. Millions of morons.
Yes.
Millions of moron Canadians voted. We had 10 years under Trudeau that destroyed our country. So what do? They vote for another 4 years of fucking Carney and the same fucking Liberal Party that's going to finish the job. And they are really, really going to destroy us. They're in the process of destroying this country. I'm trying to.
I don't know anything about your politics, but I appreciate you describing it.
Have you described what's going on in the UK lately?
No, because I don't live there.
Look at look at some of the videos. They are close to having a revolutionary war between people there because it's getting so bad. And I wouldn't be surprised in a couple of years if it gets to that point in Canada too. Luckily, I'm out west here. I'm in British Columbia.
Yeah, you're in BC. Yeah, you're in the same province Canadian Spider-Man's at.
But in Ontario and Quebec, there've been riots. There's been demonstrations. People have been burning cars, smashing windows. It's getting really ugly. It's getting really ugly. It's been getting really ugly over the last year or so.
I got something serious. No, serious here, bro. Can you read a comment from Lemon Pie? Because I need to take a geology break real quick.
Go for it. PvP should be able to vote even if he did hoard the entire eggnog supply in BC in 2020. Okay. Thank you, Lemon. I really wish the modern society was silly enough to still make eggnog jokes, but the Liberals want to bring in a digital. Well, Carney, apparently they're bringing one in the United Kingdom already. It'll be a digital identification marker for everybody that is either got a cell phone or has an internet account. which means, from what I read, if you say anything against the United Kingdom government, you could spend life in prison. And that is fucked up. And I've heard the same thing in Canada. Our prime minister our banker Carney wants to bring in the same kind of laws. They're always trying to bring in a hate speech law, whereas if you say anything they don't like online, like if I criticize Carney and say he's a bad leader, the upper penalties are life imprisonment. So if I never hear from you guys again, I'll be in a jail somewhere, living out the rest of my days. Probably getting fucked up the ass by some asshole and eating really shitty food that they shitty oatmeal or something they provide every day. So, this is not my country. Not the country. Canada's a great country before the Liberals took over, 11 years ago. It's turned into a total shithole now. I'm so angry. Do any of you guys know about the truckers' protest? I'd like to talk about the truckers' protest. I'm afraid I'm going to be censored to the point where I won't be able to talk to you guys anymore.
Hey. Thank you for not losing that listeners. Hey. Did you read these? Did you read the rest of the chat, PvP?
I do not.
Okay, Lemon Pie said, Trump has done some very good things, but yes, sometimes when he opens his mouth, he says some shit. Yeah. Crazy Horse, hey, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. You can come up on panel if you want. I think I pinned the link at the top. Lemon Pie says, hey, Crazy Bone. Yes, absolutely. Hey, Lemon Pie. Yes, PvP. I know about the truckers. Oh, the Canadian trucker protest, I guess. Is that the one you're talking about? The Canadian trucker protest?
Yeah,
in America, too.
Well, the trucker protests happened back in 2020 during the COVID epidemic, right?
Yeah.
And the main reason a lot of truckers protest is because they didn't want to be forced to put the mask thing on, right? That was basically, I think, a lot of it.
Okay, yeah, they would rather. Well, I'm not going to discuss that, but yeah, they were against a mandate.
But they were truckers. They were on the road like 8 hours a day. Why do they need to wear a mask when they're not talking to anybody?
Well, nobody's saying you got to wear one in your own fucking car.
The thing is, I wore a mask just because I went out to get groceries, but I was working in the office then, and we couldn't wear masks because we were talking on the telephone all day. So, it was kind of a bit of a joke, really. It was like apply it to some people, apply it to nobody, because my boss obviously had us talking on the phone. The weird thing was there's like 3 people in my office that got sick with COVID. I never got sick. I never got it. I guess I must have maybe it's the alcohol or something. I never got sick.
Alcohol.
Something happened and I never came down with it.
Yeah,
so.
no, I just realized Matt Arnold sent me a damn friend request and I canceled it on accident. I'm sorry, Matt. I sent you a new request.
But anyway, it got crazy. But the thing with the truckers, I didn't understand what they were doing back then. I didn't support them. I was clueless. I was an idiot. I was just thinking about, working and making money through the situation. And in recent years, I've looked into it. And the truckers, the worst thing the truckers is, they went to Ottawa and they honked their horns a lot. They were like, honk, 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 honk. But they never got violent. They never hurt anybody. They never injured anyone. They never attacked anybody. They actually had even bouncy castles. I remember that they set up for their kids to bounce around in, and they had barbecue, cookouts, during the protests. These people were peaceful. They were not. They were never violent. And Trudeau called in some emergency act shit and labeled them all as criminals. Now, a couple of years ago, the Canadian court came in and said what Trudeau did was illegal. He was illegal when he did that. Back in
He was
2020.
illegal, or they were.
No, he was illegal.
Oh, okay.
He had no right to call the emergency act because these people were peaceful protesters. They were not violent in any way. So what he did was totally out of bounds. And of course, the trouble is with our leaders, even if a high court finds them to be guilty of something, they'll still get away with it, right?
Oh, absolutely. Well, it's the same here too.
Yeah. So, thing is, a couple of the leaders of the protests, peaceful protests, I gotta repeat. The last time I saw a video, I haven't seen a video in a couple of months, so I don't know whatever happened if they got sentenced. Last time though, they were looking at prison sentences of 7 and 8 years.
Okay, real quick. Hold on,
7 and 8 years for being peaceful and not harming anyone. Okay.
Real quick, I got some chats to get through PvP. Hold on. Lemon Pie says, Daniel, thumbs up. Crazy Horse says, Can't tonight is the 1 year anniversary of Hurricane Helene. I think it's Helene. A very sad and somber day here. It hit us very hard. Devastation all around us. So it's been a hard and emotional day. That's fine, bro. That's fine. Crazy Horse says, y'all are making things lighter and help us forget. Hey, that's what we try to do around here, yo. We try to just have a good time, right? Even when me and PvP are talking about this political crap that I really don't like to talk about, at least PvP brings it in such a way that it's like, hey, this is my experience. How about you? Or I thought about this. How about you? He's not trying to force something down nobody's throat. And that's what I like when PvP talks about this stuff. So, hey, great job, PvP.
Thank you.
Lemon Pie says, did PvP say the truckers never entered anyone? I hope not. Hold on before you answer that. Before you answer that, Viv just had a comment saying, talking about how the Canadian government tried to ruin the truckers' lives over the trucker protests. It's like trying to steal children and freezing the accounts of those truckers. Yeah, okay, yep. Nope, I get what you're saying because I remember when the National Bank of Canada tried to freeze the truckers' accounts.
Oh,
the truckers rose up, and
I want to respond to what's it, Omega? I can't remember his name.
We got Crazy Horse and we got Viv. So
anyway, that's absolutely spot on what you just said. The federal government actually froze bank accounts.
Oh, that was Viv then. Yeah, Viv said that.
They actually took away people's right to pay their rent. They froze bank accounts so they couldn't access the money they had.
Yeah, wasn't Trudeau in power when that happened?
Yes, that was total Trudeau. And he was the worst prime minister we ever had. He got totally corrupt. And then everybody thought after 10 years of that shit, we would get him out. But guess what? Trump said 51st state. And millions,
yep, and
millions of sheeples voted liberal. That's what I call them. They're sheeples.
Yeah, because they don't have critical thinking skills.
They don't have critical skills at all. They just bounced back and voted liberal. Carney, oh my God, Carney.
Carney, yeah.
Carney is so bad.
CEARNEY, not CARNY.
This guy has no. Well, just look at the last 6 months.
I've heard some of his speeches. I'm like,
Yeah.
Really? Really? Okay.
The thing is, Carney has been 6 months.
And I'm a lefty, and I listen to his speeches saying, "What the fuck are you talking about, bro?"
Well, the thing is, he was going to do elbows up and go up against Donald Trump, right? That totally failed. Then he put counter.
Yeah, no, it was originally when he got elected. It was over the whole tariff thing, right?
That was the whole reason he got elected, because millions of Canadians were stupid enough to believe that shit. I never believed it.
Yeah, but what Canadians don't realize is when Trump fucking says shit like that, it's an automatic lawsuit because it's like not even legal. So, yeah.
Well, the thing is, I pointed out to other people, Donald Trump is a master of.
He's a master of manipulation.
He'll say, "This is
One
happening
thing.
over." No,
Yeah.
the thing I do respect Donald Trump. I'm not saying I love everything he does. Don't get me wrong here, but I've become right of center, and Donald will say something over here, which is completely
Just to get your attention over there.
just to be completely stupid, right? And when everybody's shitting their pants talking about that crap,
Then he goes back
Donald-
and says, "Okay, this is what I'm really."
Donald will go back over the other side and go, "This is what I actually want to."
Yeah, this is what I'm actually doing. Yeah, exactly.
He's
You
the
know,
master.
and- And as a lefty, it pisses me the fuck off that our leftists, YouTube
Leftists are
people
clueless, man.
can't even fucking pick up on that shit. It's like, Jesus Christ, are you fucking serious? It's common fucking sense. Then again, I'm 50 years old and I'm still left. I haven't even thought about moving to the right.
I gave up being left about 10 years ago, man.
And I gave up on being right 10 years ago. So, I mean, maybe it's where we're from. Maybe it's our circumstances, PvP. But you know what, PvP, we're still here. We're still hanging out. We're still having fun, right? We can talk about it.
I can talk to as long as people will talk to me, I'm willing to
Exactly.
talk to
We're not yelling at each other. We're not.
But I'm telling you,
We're not,
when that guy assassinated Charlie Kirk.
Oh, that was fucking absolutely uncalled for.
But that's when I even moved farther to the right after that day. I did.
Here's what I gotta say. It was a fucking tragedy. It should have never happened. Not at all. Okay. Yes. Am I a lefty? Yes. But you know what? I'm still also a human. You don't take somebody out just because they fucking disagree with you. That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
The thing with Charlie Kirk, I only found his short videos about 5 months before, and I watched, because they're like usually 2 minutes, when he was talking to university kids.
Yeah, he was on campus having a debate with the campus kids.
But he would debate, and I never saw him get angry. I never saw him raise his voice with any
No,
kid.
he didn't. No, he said it.
He would just, this man. I mean, I'm blown away. This guy never finished high school and set up his institute.
And there's another one right there. How many people do we know that had multi-million-dollar businesses or were successful like Charlie Kirk?
But he set it
never
up
even finished freaking high school, right?
He set it up as a teenager, and he became so successful in like 10 years, right?
Yeah, because he knew it. Yes, because he had a skill. It's called public speaking, and because
he was so intelligent too. And every time I listened to Charlie Kirk talk to any young person, he was always open-minded, trying to talk to them. It's like, well, okay,
right.
You believe this. I'll tell you why. What you
exactly.
believe
He told you why
correct.
he believed it, not what you should believe.
And then he would give them the facts.
And I'll tell you what, I am not a right winger. I'm not a Republican. I'm a lefty. And you know what? What happened to him was a fucking tragedy, and it never should have fucking happened. Never.
And you know what scares me is, well, you know what? Okay, I'll put it to you. If somebody on the left got assassinated, they'd be burning cities and
Oh
looting,
my
would they
God,
not?
they'd be burning the fucking country down. Yeah.
But what
Yeah.
happened when Charlie and the supporters like I am on
Oh,
the
you
right?
mean when the FBI questioned his neighbor and thought they
But
had the right guy?
we didn't go burning down cities, did we?
No, but they were about to until they figured out it was a right winger that.
But no, the right wing was very like, okay, let's be calm, let's be peaceful.
Yeah, and then they found out it was one of their own. They're like,
But there was no violence, and okay, I think it was an Antifa guy that actually offed him. I haven't heard the definitive version yet, but I'm waiting for that. There's no way it was a fucking righty that killed him. It had to
wow,
be somebody on the
wow.
left.
Okay, chat's blowing up again. PvP. I gotta. Okay. Talking about Canadian government trying to ruin the truckers' lives over.
Well, they want to do a digital ID here.
It's like trying to steal children and freezing accounts of those truckers. Yeah, that's basically what they did up there, Viv. They froze their accounts. They said, "Yeah, fuck you. We don't care." Even the owner operators, which are most Canadian truckers.
They froze their bank accounts, and I never knew that government could ever.
And
do
if
that.
you freeze the account of an owner operator, what are you going to do? You're going to stop his ability to make money.
Well, they're not. They're going to make your ability to pay your rent.
That's what I'm saying.
They want to make. They don't want to just have people that don't agree. They
Lemons.
want people that are going to be homeless.
Yeah, exactly, Lemon Pie. I agree with you. Yes, freezing the accounts of protesting is criminal. It absolutely fucking is. Absolutely.
Well, the thing is, too, Lemon, the Canadian court came out some months ago and said the shit that Trudeau had pulled when he did that emergency act was totally illegal. The federal government did a legal action, but of course, since
Yep. And
Trudeau's the Fed, he doesn't have to pay a consequence.
yeah, I just want to clarify. PvP is talking about Canada. Sorry. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's still that fucking legal as fuck, dude.
Well, the
Crazy
thing is,
Horse
I
says,
used to think-
same here. We had no relief after a natural disaster. Just be center. Yeah, there you go. Center yourself. Viv says, is it most of the Canadian government just basically the Chinese puppets at this point, though?
they're trying to turn us into a communist state, I believe.
Wait, y'all got like a social score up there too now, don't you?
Well, they're trying to pass They're trying to pass something they call the hate crime bill. I think it's C-67.
Which is understandable because fuck hate crimes.
But no, but it's like if I say fuck Carney, I'll be a hate criminal, and I can do life in prison for that.
Cheers, bro. Happy Saturday, says Barbie. Hey, Barbie.
Because
How you doing? Good to see you, girl.
You could do half in prison for saying anything that the liberal government does not like.
Well, I got to say hello to Barbie from the Fresno Nerds. Hey, Barbie, throw your link into the chat. You should be a mod. Let me go check my YouTube page and make sure you are. I'm pretty sure you are.
There are Barbie.
Yes, you are, Barbie.
Barbie World.
Throw in the link to the Fresno Nerds.
Barbie World.
It's a Barbie World. She is a
Barbie
watch a
girl.
girl. She's a girl. Anyway,
Seriously, you guys are very lucky in that. You guys are lucky to have Trump. Love him or hate him, he is.
dude. Okay, I'm not gonna get into that one.
No, but he's defending your right to free speech.
Yes,
Our
indeed.
government is they're going to take away our free speech.
Crazy Horse says, same here. We had no relief during the natural. I read that. Viv says, yep, I read that. Just be center. I read that, and that's where Barbie was. Hey, how you doing, Barbie? Yeah, bro. This crazy horse. Viv says, I gave up being right a while back. Sci-fi, that could be taken in so many ways. I know, right? If Viv, trust me, I know you're gonna clip that and make it into something epic, girl. Hey, how you doing? Let's see. Crazy Horse says, I didn't agree with everything. I'm a little right, but he spoke free words and respected debate. Exactly. Exactly. You know, I say I'm a lefty, but you know what? There are some positions on the right I do agree with. What I don't agree with is how they interpret it. So, hey, what are you gagging on, PvP?
I have terrible mucus in my throat. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. Fresno Nerds, Barbie says, we are live at the moment. Seen you live, had us up by. Show some love. Let's fucking grow. Absolutely. Check out the Fresno Nerds, Joe. Barbie, put that link in if you haven't. She said, catch you later. Have a good time. Absolutely.
Hey, can you sing Barbie Girl?
Well, I can. The question is, well, no, it's not a question. It's more of a matter of fact. Barbie can sing it better than I can. So,
I just want to hear you sing Barbie Girl.
It's a Barbie world. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's atrocious. I'm so precocious, or some shit like that. I can't. You do. That kind of almost makes me sad. PvP. That was my sister's favorite song.
I just couldn't resist putting you on the spot there, dude.
Let's see. Cheers, Barbie. Woo, yeah, the Ric Flair woo. I need to get that on one of my things I can play. I smashed the thumbs up. Thank you. Appreciate you. Respect, Jay. Well, respect for you too, Crazy Horse. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm all caught up. Daniel, don't be so quiet. I told you time and time again, Daniel. You got something to say. Say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here.
Yeah, I know, but you need to learn how to interject yourself and be like, hey, yo.
I don't know.
Seriously, Daniel. I've told you that for years now, and you still don't
What?
do it. So.
It's just nothing came up that was interesting, you know?
Oh, but you wrote in the chat. Okay.
What did I write in the chat?
Daniel's saying everything we discussed is boring.
Yeah. He did.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Daniel, you said something to PvP in the chat a while ago. I done read everything. I ain't gonna scroll back up to find it, but you said something to PvP when he was talking about his political stuff. But you didn't say it. You typed it.
Don't remember.
Okay. I'll leave it right there.
That's not a Peter Gabriel song? I don't remember. I don't recall. I don't blah 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 blah. It's not a Peter Gabriel song.
I don't know. That's before my time, you old fucker.
I remember Peter Gabriel early in his career doing something like that. I don't remember. I don't blah blah blah.
Oh, you kind of saying that like Phil Collins. I can't dance. I can't say.
Did you guys think Peter Gabriel was more entertaining when he left Genesis?
I can't say that I ever have. No.
I thought Genesis was kind of pretentious crap, actually.
Really? You think Genesis was pretentious for that?
Well, yeah, I thought they were horrible. And then Gabriel said, fuck this, and went solo. And he did like probably 4 or 5 brilliant albums.
Well, that's just like John Mellencamp having 4 different recording names. John Cougar Mellencamp. John Mellencamp, whatever it is. Yeah,
eventually the artists will find their stride, right? And they'll nail it. And then
9 times out of 10 they keep the same name and they just get the right stride.
I actually saw Peter Gabriel on his Us tour fucking guy was amazing, man. He was fucking awesome. Like I haven't seen a lot of. Well, I've seen a lot of
Hey,
legendary
Jim.
bands,
How you doing, Jim? Hello.
but man, Peter Gabriel was really
Lemon
good.
says, hi, Jim. Jim says, wow, PvP finally got on your panel. Yeah, no. Who'd have thought?
He was really good. Peter Gabriel was fucking amazing live.
Hi, hey, Lemon. Hey there, Jim, says Viv. Lemon says,
Yeah,
what are you
man.
gagging on? Yeah, exactly. No, that's not Valor. That's Viv. Hey, PvP, you sound tired, bro, says Jim.
I am tired.
Viv says, in the end,
I should probably gone to bed a year ago.
Go to other planets.
A month
See,
ago.
Viv, you fucked me up. I thought you were singing "In the End" by that one
in
man.
the air, in the air, in the air.
In the end, they'll never know when.
That's a Gabriel song. In the air, in the air.
No, I was thinking of a heavy metal band. But anyways, she says, "We'll ever go to other planets or wipe each other out first over something stupid." Valor said, 30% make 2 different planets, 30% chance to wipe ourselves out. Yeah, I put that 80-90. Crazy Horse says, gotta call it a night, y'all. Awesome. Okay, good night, Crazy Horse.
Good night. Have a good one.
Good night. And Crazy Horse says, been up for 24 hours. Oh, yeah. Get some
Oh my
sleep, bro.
God. You need to go to
Get
sleep.
some sleep, bro. Absolutely. Viv says,
I've only been up. I've only
what
been
the
up
other
like
40% was, and Valor said simply the other. Oh, the other. The other.
the
You mean
other.
like from the TOS episode, The Changeling.
The
The
other.
other. Yeah.
Is that a Twilight Zone episode? The other.
Yeah, it's a TOS episode called The Changeling.
Okay. I'll show it now.
Jim says, good night, Crazy Horse. Yes, absolutely. Crazy Horse says, right, Lemon and everyone. Yes, absolutely. Lemon says, in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Bum 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 bum.
Yep. Well, there you go. That's as close to singing as I'm gonna get.
I'm getting really fucking tired. Okay.
Well, hey, yeah, hey, PvP, you gotta go. You gotta go.
I'm gonna go. Well, at 67, I have a horrible feeling one of these days I am gonna shuffle off this mortal coil, as they say.
PvP, don't say that shit.
But hey, I'm just gonna go to sleep because I'm just tired. I can hang around for a couple more minutes though, but man,
Jim,
I'm getting a point, aren't I?
Hey, no, I want Jim to come on.
You know when your body's going.
No,
I'm
gonna tell the chat
Let
right
me
now.
sleep. Let me sleep. You know.
Oh, can I say one thing? I want Jim to come on because he's got a bone to pick with me, and I'm here, so I want him to pick that bone with me after we go backstage. So
I'm gonna crash in about 5 minutes, dude.
well, I'm just saying.
Anybody wants to say anything to me, say it fucking now, because I'm gonna be fucking.
Hey,
gone.
PvP, you got friends out here that love you. Take it easy, bro.
I love you guys too, but I'm fucking dying. I'm so tired, man.
Dude, don't say the D word. No.
Okay, I'm sleepy. Is that better? I'm very sleepy.
That's better. Yeah, you say the other word. It's like, no, motherfucker, no, you ain't. You ain't got no idea what it means to fucking say that.
You know what? You go on the stream and you're having fun with your buddies, and you're like, I am so fucking
I'm so
tired.
fucked up. How you doing?
Oh, I'm so tired.
Well,
And my back is aching too. So I'm.
yeah, you said you're 67.
It's like double jeopardy tonight.
Nah, man, I can't even know, Rick. My mom just turned 70 last month.
Oh, I'm glad you tell your mom, because
I fucking love my mama like there's no other.
I haven't had my
She's
mom.
on oxygen. She's got to take those little scooters around the fucking store and shit. And I'm the one be like, nah, that one's fuck that one, fuck that one. Yeah, here you go, mama. And she takes her portable oxygen with her. And She retired 3 years ago, or whatever, 2-3 years ago, and she's still working for a nonprofit helping homeless people. I got nothing but love for my mom. Holy fuck.
Your mom sounds like a really cool person. She sounds really cool, man.
Yeah, because I lived the poor life. I lived the life of the people that she helps. But she's in a different county. She's the next county over, 30 miles away, right? And she grew up poor. She's been poor her whole life. So she knows what motherfuckers go through that come in and ask for help, right? And, sometimes she'll text me in the middle of the day. She say, this motherfucker said this, and the third. And I'm like, yeah, fuck that. That's a method. Or I'll be like, no, help that motherfucker. So. Yeah, I mean, she's got a heart of fucking gold, though. I'll say that. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I'm missing out on chats again. Hold on. Night Crazy Horse. Yep, okay. Good night, Crazy Horse, says Viv. Lemon says PvP needs to take one more bite of the lasagna. It's like,
I put it in the fridge.
Viv says bad PvP. No saying negative things like that, or I'll bring you back to life with a pain stick. Whatever you said earlier. Lemon says, Jim, get up there and pick that pound. Yeah, absolutely. PvP, did you know that I am a natural redhead, says Viv.
I want to bang a redhead so bad.
She's a natural redhead. Did you know that?
Well, talk to me next time when we stream, because I am so tired tonight.
Oh, you're in the middle of passing out. Okay.
If I had the most perfect woman naked in my bedroom right now, I would say, "Hey, baby, you're great, but I gotta get some sleep."
Well, I met a girl at.
I'm sorry.
I met a girl at my bodega tonight that's come in a few times, and I helped her pick out outfits. Hey, how you doing?
Anyway, I'm trying to even push the buttons, and I'm too tired.
Well, okay. PvP, thank you for being here. We love you, bro. Check out PvP's channel, everybody.
Thank you. I'm so tired, guys. I'm just gonna die right now and crash my brain. So
He's gonna go crash.
I'm gonna go
and reset his brain.
Crash. Yeah. Have a good one, guys, because man, I am just totally devastated. I'm so damn tired. I can't believe how tired I am. So
you know what? The funniest thing I ever heard is somebody on my stream asked Viv if the curtains or if the carpet matches the curtains. How you doing? Anyway. Jim says, hey, I stayed up till midnight and I'm staying in bed, very sleepy. Okay, no problem, bud. Lemon Pie says, okay, I'll represent you in the sit down. Kevin Steam Park says, hey, Jim. Hey, Kevin. Night, PvP. See you later, says Viv. Good night, PvP, says Lemon. Yes, there you go. There you go, PvP. We'll see you later, bud. That leaves it up to you, Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read your DMs on Discord.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still same old, same old.
Still the same old song, huh?
Same old. He just doesn't know how to fucking apologize.
That's sad. That is sad. I'm sorry to hear that, but
I mean, what does it cost? What does it cost? Doesn't cost anything.
Like a breath of oxygen.
Yeah.
All right. So, you got anything going on tonight, Daniel?
I don't know. Hey, do you think? Yeah. So, what do you think is going to happen next year?
What do you mean next year?
You think anything big is going to happen next year?
Maybe. I can't know.
Like I keep on hearing, they could be going to civil war next year. America could go into another civil war next year.
Lemon says, good night, PvP. And also says, who needs to apologize, Daniel? Well, I know, Lemon, but that's up to Daniel if he wants to say it or not.
It's just somebody. I'm not going to say who, but somebody needs to apologize to me for something that happened to me years ago, and they still won't apologize. So I would say, yeah, this world is sick.
Yeah, and Daniel is having a hard time dealing, and I try to be as good a friend as I can backstage, Daniel. So. That's why, Daniel, every time I'm live, I'm like, hey, you got something to say, you better say it, bro.
Yeah.
No, trust me, you're such a good friend of this channel. If you got to say something, you can say it. Remember what I taught you about hurting people's feelings? If you got something to say, say it.
Yeah.
What's the worst we're going to say? Hold on a second. I'm not one of those channels that says, nah, fuck you. You can't talk because of your name. No, I don't do that. The worst we're going to say is, hold on a second, bud. Let me finish my thought, and then we'll let you talk. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's how I did it all night. Because PvP even told me to shush for a minute. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
And I did. And Matt, same thing with Matt. Thank you, Matt Arnold, for being here. And Daniel, you are no less loved than any of them other people that have been up here. Fucking love you for being up here, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I love being here. It helps me. It really does.
It does. I do YouTube because if you ask me to be social in the real world, yeah, not fucking happening. I got resting asshole face. No, you've heard of resting bitch face. I have resting asshole face. It literally says, get the fuck away from me before I fucking put you out my way.
But you know what? It's not just me. It's not just me, man. I see videos all over the place where people say they just stopped associating. They stopped going out and talking to people because people are just so fucking toxic. They're so toxic.
No, I don't even do it because they're toxic, okay? I can handle toxic. You know what I do with toxic people?
What?
I tell them to fuck off.
Yeah.
All right. But the reason I have a problem with it is I made friends with somebody and that I thought was a cool person. And I wound up going to a trauma center hospital with a fucking surgeon saying that's the worst type of injury we've ever fucking seen. So, yeah, I have a hard time fucking trusting people.
It's just getting worse and worse. People are just getting worse and worse. You know, I just don't give a shit anymore. I really do hope something happens next year. I really do.
Well, hopefully something for the better for you.
Yeah.
Because you deserve good things to happen to you. You do, Daniel. You really do.
No, it just gets bad to worse, man. It just gets bad to worse. You know, I just, you know, damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't. So you might as well say, fuck it, do it any goddamn way. So, yeah.
No, I really do hope. I really do hope that something happens next year, like another government shutdown or another pandemic or something. I really do, because I'm so sick and tired of this shit. Look what happened to me. I cried out for help, and look what I got. I got people coming after me, people on my ass coming after me and shit, pestering me. I can't get rid of them. I want to get rid of them because they're just so fucking annoying. You know, just leave me be, man. Leave me be. But no, I complained. I cried. Help me, help me.
Help
My-
me, help me, help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda.
You know, help me. My folks are abusing me. Help me. And now I got people on my ass, you know.
I
And,
forgot the course. Get her out of my world. Help me, Rhonda. I'm sorry.
you know, I remember I just keep on hearing about, remember what Gorilla said about, could there be another civil war coming? And I'm like, oh, please, please, please. I do. I really hope so. So everything is shut down and people can just these people on my ass can just leave me the fuck alone.
I believe it, buddy. Trust me. I believe it. I know. I've talked to you behind the scenes. I know what you're going through, and that's not fun. But I might wrap this stream up here. We had a lot of fun tonight.
Oh yeah, totally.
I want to thank everybody that's been in the chat tonight. Everybody. I can't remember all your names, but thank you so much. Thank you, Daniel, for being up here. Appreciate you, bro. You can DM me, email me, whatever you need to do anytime, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you want to chat real time, text me your number. I'll text you back.
Like what? Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. DM me your number. I'll fucking text you back. Yeah, we can do it.
What?
real time.
Like what number?
Well, I'm not going to put it out here public, but DM me and I'll give it to you.
All right.
As long as your number ain't, let's say this, as long as it's not screened for anything, as long as your number's your own fucking number, I'll fucking text you all day long.
Yeah, sure.
As long as I'm awake, I'll text you. Or as I'm awake, I should say. Lemon says, good night, sci-fi, Daniel, and chat, and good night, Viv. Abso-freaking-lily. Good night. Oh, Viv, you are my dream girl. You are that girl that I've never seen, but hey, how you doing? Viv will always hold a special place in my heart. Always, no matter what. So, Daniel, you're not going to promote nothing.
No.
And you did say goodnight to the lemon pie in the chat. Which is right there. Absolutely. You know what? Daniel, do you have an outro? Because I got to say.
Oh yeah. You know what? There's one thing I want to say.
Yeah,
you know, you know the reason why I like Star Trek so much?
Please tell us.
Yeah. Like I like sci-fi. I like Alien. I like Alien movies. I like the Alien movies. I like Star Trek. You know why? Because it just it takes place in the future when all my enemies are dead and buried, they're dust, and it takes place in outer space. So it takes place in the future and it takes place in outer space. So I like that.
You know why I like Star Trek? Because it tells us what can be. It shows us the positive outcome that can be. It shows us what happens when people work together and we put aside our prejudices. And that's a good lead in to my outro. No, not that one, son. This one. It's a rough world out there. Let's take care of each other. I'll see you next time on Sci-Fi and Nature.